Interesting.
Hello.
Hello! I didn't hear you come in. I may or may not have started my stream and instantly stopped it. And then it fucked up, like, everything. Which is super clever, you know? Like, hello? Big clever. I'm so clever. How you doing? Hello? Sapphic? You... Oh. My microphone's muted. I was just talking to myself like an idiot. How you doing?
Oh,
Sorry,
hi.
that was really dumb. So I think I started my stream and then instantly stopped it like a moron. Um, whoops. Um, I'm an idiot. But I'm now streaming. It's now functioning again. I think.
I have like an hour and a half to like 2 hours, so I
Yeah,
can't do it for as long.
that's okay. I mean, I can do it. I mean, that's fine. I can keep going afterwards, or whatever. Do you reckon anyone else is gonna come? Do you want me to ping a bunch of people? I feel like we need to start
Yeah.
starting before 9, cause like it's a mad dash every time. Although I suppose maybe it's nice if it's just casual. I don't know. Right, who wants to come? Who do I ping? I wish Yurdos would come. Yurdos never comes. Who else we got? They're not gonna come. I mean, you could ping the other lithiums, right? There's a billion of them.
Yeah, the thing is, I kind of forgot until hello. Until
Hi.
you
Hello. You forgot until. Go on.
like until you picked me.
Oh,
Because like
forgot we're supposed to be doing this.
I have like my first day of work
Mm-hmm.
later today, and that was on my mind. That like took up the space Discord outreach usually
Big Sag.
took up all my storage.
Well, congrats on the new job. I hope it goes well. I'm sure it will go well. Right then. What's the plan for today?
I'm just paying people for now, so just give that a second.
It's okay. You can't see it, but my hair is now blonde. Like, not blonde, like it used to be, but
How,
blonde, like a Barbie
how did
doll.
that happen?
I bleached it.
Why?
I'm gonna go to a funeral, and
Oh,
they were like, hey, this person didn't want, like, people to be, like, in black, so, like, come in some colors. And I was like, I'm gonna dye my hair the trans colors. So I needed to bleach it blonde, like really blonde first, so that there's the white. And I'm gonna dye it pink and blue. I'm gonna be a fucking cliche trans girl.
oh, hello, fake lithium.
Yeah.
For like 2 minutes, I was trying to like ping Discord outreach, and I realized I was doing it in the religion channel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big Sag.
Oh, we have so many people.
Do we? Holy shit. It's 5 of us. Let's go.
What's this video about?
What?
Hello.
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 Hello?
We can hear you.
What, what's this video about?
So we go to like a random, not random, just like another Discord server that has a bunch of VCs, like 100 VCs.
Oh, doing outreach. Yeah, I know about outreach.
This must be my internet that's fucking crazy.
Your mic is kind of messed up.
Oh, is it? I might have to go get better internet.
So was
'Cause it's
yours,
bad by
Safik.
here.
I thought my internet was fucked.
Oh,
Yeah, briefly, yeah, yours was roboting too. Maybe the server?
is it
The
better
server is
now?
messed up today.
Oh. Yeah. So like we just mainly want to get a lot of people so we can because they have like slots. So like let's say there's a 6 slot VC, we'd want 5 people to not like talk all at once, but just to fill up the slots so we can talk to one person at a time without getting like counted.
Ah, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
You
Oh
can't
my
see
god,
how
there's a
hot I
sheep
look,
screaming at me.
but this is what I'm gonna go to a funeral dressed like, I think. It's super hot. You'd love it. Right then. I think 5's enough, right? 5's enough. 5's enough.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Let's go do some outreach. Let's go make some vegans.
I keep wanting to
Yeah.
I like default to chill bar. I keep forgetting you're banned.
I'm fucking banned from chill bar. Let's not go to chill bar.
That means the activism's working if you're banned.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
you would hope, right? You would hope. I'm not
Yeah.
sure it does. I think it means
Yeah, I was spared from the banning.
yeah.
And we are in the same
Sapphic not
VC.
militant enough. Sapphic wasn't telling people that like them eating meat is like them killing babies with hammers, you know?
Or
Yeah.
I think they really don't like when you compare eating meat to like a Catholic priest touching kids. They
Yeah,
really do not like
I
that.
also think they're massively like transphobic and like I pass
Aw.
less than you apparently with my vocal cords.
Oh, I'm trans as well.
Oh shit! I didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm
Right, with your
trans.
passing voices.
I don't even think my voice passes.
Well,
It
know.
depends. Like, I can put on a passing voice, but it will go in like 10, 20 minutes, and then I will sound like a 3-year-old.
I sound like I'm gargling gravel.
I literally am sitting by the most fucking, what's the word? Motivation to do activism. I'm sat by a sheep field, and there's this poor sheep screaming and hobbling around because his little legs hurt.
Their little head.
Aw.
legs.
I can hear them.
We can't hear them.
Yeah.
They are fucking cute as fuck.
I think
Yeah,
you could
one of them
use
has a
that.
hurt leg. Poor sheepy.
I
Right, let's
think you
get.
could use them to start up a conversation. Let me choose a server.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick a fucking
Like,
server. Come on, Sapphic.
I'm literally sitting next to a sheep farm. Because the only nice places to sit outside are by farms these days.
I did an ultra
Right.
marathon, and it went past a fucking pig, like sort of piggery, like like a place they keep
Oh
pigs.
no.
And I was like, I could go back there with a camera in the middle of the night and just film.
Yeah.
Kind of tempted. Kind of fucking.
I just want to steal all these sheep and take them somewhere nice.
Dude, my hair's so fucking cute.
It's not.
Hey, we might try chill heaven at first.
Okie doke.
Do you have like the link?
Yeah. Can you link it, Jess? I'm looking for VCs.
The one we did last time?
Are we going
Yeah,
in one big group, or are we going to split up?
I'm feeling one big group so we can get into a bigger VC.
Yeah, I haven't done outreach for a long time.
Is it this one?
All right.
I'm feeling call 16, but we may have to switch servers if it's not. I don't know. There's doesn't seem to be very active.
Can you post the link to where you're going? Because I might not be in it.
I think I did,
Yeah,
but it
one-
got deleted for some reason.
Yeah, I saw it, but it went instantly. It's there's a thing stopping links.
Sapphic, is this the correct one? before I send it to everyone. So have a check your DMs.
Yeah, that's the right one. But
Okay.
I'm like looking
DM me.
for
DM me if you want the link, team.
huh?
The people in the chat who want the link should DM me, and then I can
Okay.
give it to them.
I'm just like thinking of whether or not to do that server because it seems kind of dead right now.
It does seem kind of dead right now. What's wrong with Chill Zone?
We can do Chill Zone.
That one seems kind of dead too.
It just there's a 6-slot one, but I don't see any free 6-slot ones. Is the problem?
Chill Zone seems good. There's a billion people in a billion different calls.
No, do you see any empty calls that we can join?
They're all 25s, huh?
Yeah, there's 6-slot ones, but they're all filled to the brim.
Huh. I don't know then. Maybe we just go here and see what happens, and if it seems
I
quiet,
think
we can
in
vote
that
voicemails.
case, we split up into groups.
Whoa, okay.
All right,
There's 5 of us.
oh shit.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to leave. It's just
I
5
see a couple 6 slots in that server.
in Chill Zone.
Oh no, the one that I got sent a link to, Chill Heaven.
Yeah, we were gonna do Chill Heaven, but it's like there's like nobody in there.
Oh yeah, it's dead. I just realized, yeah, that is very dead.
Also, I should probably say at this point that I'm streaming, if anyone doesn't want to be on stream.
Yeah, some people the one lady got really pissed at you for that.
Oh, I'm not
Socialize?
gonna tell the Carnists. That would be silly.
I'm not sure I'm on Socialize. Can you link me that lithium too? Thank you. Oh wait, I was already on it.
So,
I'm like on all these like stupid servers.
you know, for the activism.
Actually haven't done outreach for like maybe 2 years, so I left all the servers.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's
Fine.
kind of on it's not getting as many people. It's slightly dead.
What do you mean? We got 5 people. It's not dead. It's
Didn't
reinvigorated.
it used to be like 20 people would
Bringing it
join?
back. Okay.
I think one
Yeah,
person.
it kind of. I think the whole server suffered a lot. The whole rise and death of stages, because I've been in this server a long time. Like, it used to be extremely busy, but then the whole rise and death of stages really just wrecked things for a while.
Yeah, so either we're gonna need to split it up into groups, or one person is gonna leave because I only see 5-slot ones open in Socialize. Okay, that's our blood sacrifice.
Wow.
Okay.
That's not very vegan. That's not the most vegan thing.
They noped out.
Lithium just did not want to do it today. Alright, so we're gonna go to Socialize. And we're gonna do 82.
Yeah, can I have the link, please?
It's in activism.
Alright.
You may get spammed by bots. I don't know.
How do I do this? Right, where are we going?
82 in Chill Zone.
I've been
Socialize.
spammed like
Social.
by like 20 bots.
Am I in Socialize? I am in Socialize. 82.
Hey, who left?
I think they went there.
Oh, shoot.
82.
Yeah.
See you there.
Okay.
get knocked down. Bag it up again. You're never
But
gonna
I
keep me down.
cannot find this.
Hello. Wow, okay. Sapphic left us. I see how it is. Hello. We should have a fake conversation, right? And then we can get accused of gaslighting people again.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
Yeah, let's have a fake conversation. So, yesterday I was on the farm with my papa, and he murdered a pig with a hammer, right in front of me, right? He
Oh,
just started wailing on this pig's skull, and blood and brains and like bits of like fucking mucus and shit went everywhere, and it was like real grisly. And like,
you will never escape samsara.
I think that was fine, right? Because at the end of it we had bacon, right? So I think that was totally fine. Okay.
Sensory pleasure does not justify killing.
What do you mean? Why? What? I didn't.
What?
We didn't. I didn't do it for sensory pleasure. I did it because bacon.
Yeah, bacon is sensory pleasure.
No.
Also, it's super
I
unhealthy
need
for you,
bacon.
so you can't.
Right? No.
No,
I
it's
need
bad
bacon.
for you.
No.
It like
If
takes.
I would kill myself and my whole family if I didn't have bacon. Right? Like.
Okay.
So like.
Well,
It's
you
an
probably
essential
shouldn't be
vitamin.
allowed in the public life. It's not a vitamin, it's bacon.
It's vitamin B. What are you on about? That's why vegans supplement their B12, right? Because they don't have 12 rashers of bacon a day.
I'm pretty sure even like healthy meat eaters don't eat bacon. Also, it says vegan activist in your bio. We're gonna get accused of gaslighting again.
What do you mean? Maybe it's like a troll bio, right? I'm not really a vegan. I'm also not trans, right? Like, it's just fake. It's just all fake.
We all have our specific vegan personalities.
Yeah.
You're the
Uh-huh.
the trans militant one.
I am.
I'm the
Am I?
trans I'm the
Uh-huh.
trans religious one.
Oh boy. Yep. Yeah. I like that you think that this is my activism personality and not just the way I speak every single day to everyone I know. I feel like you know that it's true. Never mind.
Mm.
Dude, I can't work out to change my bio. I give up. I had 3 people watching me and then they left. They were like, nah, blood. I didn't
You
want
can just go edit like server bio.
I can't because I'm streaming. I have to turn streamer mode if I want to do that. Which is fine. I could definitely do that, but also I can't be bothered. Do you want me to edit it? And if you do, what do you want me to edit it to?
I don't know, whatever you want. You don't specifically have to have anything in it.
You don't want me to have a bio. You want me to be bioless? You want me to be non-bio?
Well, just put like random crap. So like, because people without bios are kind of scary.
Whoa, people without bios are kind of scary, right? Edit profile, edit server profile, right? We're gonna change our name to Just Doing Activism, right? That's correct. She/her. They, because fuck it, we like they. We're okay with they. And we need to get rid of the bit that says trans activist. We need to get rid of that bit.
Who keeps joining?
I don't know, but I think they hate us. What if I just call myself a trans activist? Is that okay?
I mean, that's technically true.
It is technically true. How do I leave this shit?
Wait, it's technically true, but not meaningfully true.
What do you mean it's not meaningfully true?
Well, Sapphic said technically.
Oh, I see.
Oh, well, I don't know what kind of if you do trans.
Also, hello.
I actually don't. I kind of need other people to do it because otherwise I'll just get my feelings hurt.
What, for trans
I
activism?
Yeah.
You just like go out into the world and be a beautiful butterfly, right? And like that's trans activism.
I try and do that.
Okay. Well done. You're a trans activist. I think all
Okay.
trans people are activists, right? Like, because unless you like live in the closet or you like super pass, you're like the one of the people who's everyone's like, oh yeah, she's cis. If yeah, you know, I think otherwise you're basically an activist. I suppose you could be one of those trans people who somehow makes the life of other trans people worse. I mean, that sounds kind of yikes.
One of the good ones.
Yeah, right. One of the good ones. We love the good ones. You can't say me like patronizingly putting my thumb up. Big Sag. What do we do if no one joins?
We resort to eco-terrorism.
Do you know what? Do you know an act in the UK in the US that will make you technically an eco terrorist? So
Oh,
if you spike tree trunks, you're technically an eco terrorist. So
you
like,
spike tree trunk. What?
yeah. So basically, what you do is you get like a large iron like sort of spike, and you hammer it into the base of a tree trunk, and then if anyone tries to chop down that tree, it will break their chainsaw,
Oh,
and potentially kill them, right? Because obviously they don't expect to just fucking chainsaw into a massive piece of iron. But it makes it really hard to cut the tree down. And people were doing that in like sort of areas where they were lumberjacking. And if you were caught, then you were branded as an eco terrorist. You were tried as an eco terrorist.
I feel like I would do that if it didn't like if there wasn't like a chance I would kill the person.
I mean, fuck the
Jim
person.
Jam, you keep leaving. Oh,
Maybe they're trying to generate interest in the channel. I'm really hungry. I'm gonna have my dinner. Sorry for anyone who's actually watching the stream and bored as fuck right now. No, no one's watching. Never mind. No one cares. Everyone hates me. Can I stream? Oh shit! I can stream on here. Turn my camera on.
oh no!
What do you
Be
mean no?
careful.
You're not
What?
allowed to. Apparently, it's literally not allowing you to.
No, it's because I'm OBS streaming, so I have to like turn OBS off and then it'll work. How do I do this?
Do you need us to dedicate some of our bandwidth to you, Jim? What's going on? Okay.
Right now it should work. Hello! Look! You can see me. I'm so cute.
Is that the funeral fit?
Yeah, it's my funeral outfit.
I joined back. The camera's on now.
I know.
It's your funeral fit.
That's nice.
Is it? I'll show you. I'm gonna like stand up.
You didn't question the funeral fit.
No,
Like,
I'm not.
no.
What do you mean you don't question the funeral fit?
I said I didn't question the funeral. Like,
I'm
they didn't
not.
like.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I meant like. I feel like if like you would like.
It's a
What does
vegan.
shirt say on the back of it?
It says
Liberation.
liberation.
Mm.
My friend who died
Well,
was a vegan runner. His family aren't vegan. Not all of them anyway. So I'm gonna show up fucking. I don't know. I was gonna wear a Peter tee. Fucking disrespectful fucker. So I wore something slightly less. You know. It says animal lovers don't eat animals.
people don't like PETA.
People don't like PETA. What do you mean? PETA's so much fun to do activism for. PETA's like the most fun organization to do activism for. They do all
What
these
do
like
you
zany
mean?
stunts, and you just get to like YOLO along with them. It's really fun.
They do a bunch of like crazy stuff. They like
Hey, what are
hire
you
like
doing?
actors.
Activism.
Hello.
Jess doing. What is activism?
I'm being a trans person on the internet. Is that activism?
Huh?
I'm a trans girl.
So that's activism?
I mean, yeah. When's the last time you talked to a trans person?
I don't know. I've never talked to a trans person.
Okay, so you're having your
Before. I
first
don't think-
conversation currently with a trans person, right? This is your first ever conversation with a trans person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With who's invisible, who has invisible
Sorry,
powers.
I'm
Isn't that
putting my
crazy?
rice on. I'm sorry. I mean, come wave, right? So the fact that you're having your first ever conversation with a trans person kind of means that like
What
activism is
the
happening, right?
fuck?
Well, that's a bit
What
rude.
the fuck is that?
Okay, bro. What the fuck? No,
What
no,
the
no.
fuck is that?
It's a trans person, my darling.
What the fuck's a
Okay.
trans person?
Okay, so you have no idea what a trans like straight up you have no idea. Do you live in a
What the fuck are you on about?
do
Is
you live
this
under a
some kind of
rock?
human speak? I don't understand. No, I live in a jungle.
You live in a jungle.
Yeah, I live in a jungle.
Okay.
I live in a city in the jungle. You
Okay.
racist fuck. What are you,
How's it
racist against
racist?
lizard men?
How's it racist to ask you if you live
Are
under
you
a
lizard
rock?
phobic now?
No.
That was
You just assume that all we do is eat ants and flies and live under rocks, is it?
I mean, it's kind of
It's
immoral
a
to
fucking
eat. It's
regressive.
kind of immoral to
That's
eat
a
ants and flies, right?
moral? No, it's
Immoral.
moral to serve the old ones and kill chaos worshippers, which you happen to resemble a little bit, might I add.
Is this like a D&D thing?
Yeah.
What the fuck's D&D?
Is this like a bit, or are you actually transphobic?
What the fuck's a bit and what the fuck's a transphobe? Can you speak normal, please? I already have to speak your language, which is difficult enough. There's not enough clicks for my liking.
Indeed. Can you speak your language?
Sure, what do you want to say?
Anything.
You sound British to me.
What the fuck's British mean? Do you mean Bretonia? Those fucking humans? God knows where? That's a very long way from where I live. Very long.
Do you always do like Warhammer bits, or is this a new thing you're trying?
What's a Warhammer bit?
Interesting.
Right, now, what can you explain all this weird magical gobbledygook nonsense you're saying? Is this some kind of weird trickery?
I kind of can't. I'm kind of bored of this bit. Like, do you want to like move on?
I
or,
am
like,
very
skip to the
confused.
next-
Can you? I'm still confused. Jess
Let's
doing.
say
I don't.
It's like you speak in a different language. I'm sure you're a lovely human being. I don't know how you taste, and frankly, I don't think I want to know. I'll get some kind of horrible chaos disease. But for real, what are you?
I'm a trans person.
Are you some kind of chaos worshipper or something?
No, I'm a normal person.
Are you part of
You
the
seem anything but
Are you
normal.
part of like the trans clone subreddit?
What the fuck's a trans club?
I was talking to the other person.
Yeah,
Not
I
you.
know. I just
Not
don't
you.
understand what it means.
I
It's
know
like
you're a
this
lizard.
fake made up. Yeah, I'm a lizard. Thank you. First fucking person who recognizes me. Thank you, Sapphic Saperano. Fucking hell.
Are you done?
Same fucking thing. What?
Are you done
Done what?
being a twat?
What? You don't understand this twat, trans, blah, 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 magic, whatever. Speak normal, all right?
No. I don't want to speak normal.
Is this really what humans are like?
Is this really like what
By
you
the
think mockery
old
is?
one.
Right? Like,
By the fucking old one.
yeah. Do you
Lord
wanna move on?
Mazdamundi better have planned for
Do you
this.
want to move on?
Yeah.
No, again,
Like-
what are you
like,
on about? Can you
pick a
speak
different
normal,
room.
please?
Go away.
Different room. What
Yeah.
are you on about?
We don't want to listen to your shit.
Well, I don't want to listen to your shit in particular.
You joined our
but-
room, bro.
Yes, I
Yeah,
You
it's
don't
not
listen
your
to
room.
it.
You don't own it.
Jog off.
You don't own it.
All right.
What are you gonna
I'm
do if
gonna
I stay
move
here? Are
to
you gonna get mad at
54.
me?
It's just autistic. That's you're autistic.
No, I'm not. Well, I am
What the
autistic,
fuck?
actually. I am autistic.
What are these words? I'm asking you to explain them to me. Oh my god.
Bye. Jesus fucking Christ. Hey. Boop.
Oh, that didn't go well.
Yeah. That's what happens when you leave trans activist in your bio. Let's go.
Alright, we need to somehow bring up animals as soon as possible so people don't get like sidetracked.
I did try with the ants. So I
You
think he
did
was doing
try.
I identify as. That was the joke. I don't know if you got
Um,
it, but that's basically what he was doing.
Is that like Warhammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I kept
I've
telling
never.
you he was a lizard. He was saying I identify as a lizard, basically.
I thought it was like D&D or something. I was confused.
Oh yeah, but he was mocking trans people by saying he identifies as a lizard. That was the joke. Real highbrow humor, you know. I'm sure you understand I identify as being, you know, the thing that people say. I identify as a dog. I identify as a squirrel. I identify as. You get the bit. Oh. People say to me, Jess, you should stop doing trans activism. You should just do vegan activism. Like, no one cares about the fact that you're trans. Just do vegan activism, Jess. Shut the fuck up with this trans shit. And yeah,
Why did they do that?
you try and have these conversations with people about veganism, right? And all you get is people screaming at you for being trans. Telling you to go and fucking die. Maybe I should be a quiet trans person, right? Maybe that's what they want me to take my flag down and like dress as a boy and then do animal activism, right?
I don't think you could do that.
I could just be like a boy with tits, right? I could do that. I could be a boy with tits.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
How you doing?
Damn, Jesus Christ, you're a fool. Oh my god, that shit annoying as shit. That shit more annoying than my mother coming into my room in the middle of a gaming session. That's crazy.
Oh my god,
What
shut
PC
up.
is this?
Shut up.
No, let me get back up with
Oh,
this
Lord,
shit. This is
holy shit.
unbearable. That's crazy with your big buddy ass. I bet your ass is big as hell. And no, I
What
bet your ass is
are
big like
you?
a
What are
fucking
you
Billy
talking
Jupiter
about?
with XX. Oh my god, shut
Alright,
your
you're getting
bitch ass
muted.
up.
Alright.
Oh, shiver me timbers! I'm getting muted by Sapik Sup. I don't even know how to
Hello,
pronounce Sup.
remastered.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what's up?
I think we found a server that's populated by assholes and children.
Just shut your bitch ass up.
Someone called me?
Yeah, I was just saying hello.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hi. What's up with this server? What's going on?
Oh no,
What's
man.
up with this
I
server?
hear
This server is
girls force-
perfectly
I hear
normal.
girls
It's
forcing
you guys
their
that are the problem
voices.
in here.
I hear men being racist and childish. It's annoying.
What do you mean racist? What? What do you mean racist?
It's just so much I'm hearing. Like, there's barely any nice people.
There's barely any nice people. There's barely any normal people. I don't necessarily think we need nice people, but like normal people who are capable of joining a room and not screaming like random insults would be fun.
For real. So, by the way, I have a question. It's not going to be rude. I'm just asking like a simple question. Are you bisexual or just like
Why would you think I'm? Wait.
No, I'm just asking.
Firstly, how fucked up would it be if you introduced me to your mother and I asked her who she wants to fuck?
What do you mean? I didn't say fuck. I
mean, bisexual implies who do you want to have sex with, right? Like,
Wait, who are you asking?
No, I'm not asking about sex. I'm just asking who do you like? If you're bisexual, like, do you date women and men or just men? I didn't ask anything about your sex.
You asked
life or
you
anything.
asked what sexuality is, which inherently is who you want to have sex with, right? Which is a really
No,
weirdly
it's not
forward thing
only-
to ask on the internet, right?
No, it's not only about sex. I was just asking, do you date women and men, or just men or just women? Like, I was just asking. I didn't say anything about you having sex with anyone.
Okay.
I don't. Why would I care about who you stick your dick in?
I mean,
That's weird.
Inherently, that's what you're asking, right?
No, I didn't ask anything about who you have sex with. I feel like you're just putting things in my mouth at this point.
I'm not. People ask really, really forward questions if you're trans, and I'm asking like whether or not you think it's an incredibly forward
I didn't
question.
know you were trans, though.
Do I get to ask a question now?
But that doesn't necessarily mean you're trans. You could just support lesbians. Or you could just support LGBTQ. That doesn't mean you're trans. I don't assume things.
Do I get the question now?
I was like, I didn't say anything about sex, man.
Alright, now Jess gets to ask a question.
Zapek, stop asking if you can ask a question and just ask a question.
Do you like animals?
I love animals. I love the taste of animals. Animals are tasty.
That's a little disrespectful, I think.
Wait, what's disrespectful?
Why is it disrespectful? It's our culture.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
I think Jess goes by she, her, but
what did he say about animals?
I said we should kill animals with hammers and eat them.
You said we should kill animals, but how about we kill you?
I don't mind if you eat me. As long as you eat me, it's fine.
But we do actually kill like cows with hammers. That's the thing that happens.
Yeah.
I feel like this is why people like that, they want respect so bad, but they can't give respect. That's embarrassing.
I mean, that's kind of generalizing. I'm trans too.
Yeah, but like if you want respect, you gotta give respect. Like,
I mean, we don't respect like the majority of the planet, right? Like I don't see any like. I don't know why you care about animals. I think it's silly that you care about animals. We don't even care about people. Like, we're not even treating people well on this planet. Like, why should we care about animals? It's silly.
It's a little disheartening to hear.
Why?
Because like animals are like that. I think the way someone treats animals reflects how they're going to treat people.
I don't. People treat me like shit all the time. Like, why should I care about animals?
Well, animals won't call you a slur. They won't discriminate against you.
Okay. Are you saying I should care more about animals than humans? Because humans would treat me like shit and animals won't?
No, I think you can almost take refuge with an animal. There's a certain sort of purity with them.
Why, hello there, people.
Like,
hey,
you know.
Hey, Anna. Anna.
Yeah.
Are you bisexual?
No, I'm straight.
No, he's not. He's straight. He does not like men.
So you don't.
I don't like men. I don't like men that think they're women. I don't like women that think they're men. I don't like cats. Yo, what's with people and cats? And yes, Bella, I'm attacking you.
Wait, what?
Huh? What?
What do you think about animals?
Oh, Rottweilers are the best. All of the others can fuck off.
You think we should be able to kill them, right? Because
No.
Sapphics trying to convince us we shouldn't have to kill animals.
Wait, are you gay?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Well.
We're trying. Okay, let's move the topic.
Yeah, like, why is there Pride Month? Like, you have, what was it, Black Month? Black History Month? Pride Month, but no, like, White People Month?
White People Month.
You know? Like, bro, replace Pride Month with White People Month, we'll all be happier.
Yeah.
I think the point is that, like, white people already kind of don't really have as many problems, so they don't. It's like if there's like a fence, you need like different like boxes for people to stand on if they have different heights. It's not about like, oh, white people are bad. It's just helping people who need the help more than white people.
It's like
no, I'm gonna be honest. I can't fucking stand gay people. And it's only because one bad experience I had.
Yeah.
There was this like gay wannabe trans person who tried fucking me when I was a child.
Oh.
And then I kind of was like, fuck, man. But yeah, how's your life been? How's your day been? You good? That's great.
Kind of
Also, you
interesting.
shouldn't let me ramble on and bring up that stuff, otherwise I will be offensive, but I'm trying my best not to be. So yeah.
I'm just a little confused. You're kind of like, oh, gay
I'm
people are
rambling.
weird. Then you have like a female profile picture and she, her pronouns in your bio.
Oh yeah, that's cause that's me with the girl filter and I use kind of catfish guys when you go in like the 2-person VCs, but it's
Yeah.
only you and then you have like that one guy coming and
Guys,
then
I'm
they're like,
trans
oh
and I
my
can disrespect
god.
people because I'm trans and I deserve respect. So you guys need to respect me, please. Thank you.
I mean,
Wait,
Wait, what are you on about?
I don't even know, Ethan. But what's up, Ethan? How are you doing? I
Uh,
just dropped one of my pizza rolls on the floor.
why are you having pizza rolls again?
Bitch, are you trying to call me fat? Because if you're trying to call me fat, then we got an
Don't
issue.
bring up 2 days ago.
No, I actually had pizza rolls yesterday.
No, I meant when the bitch called you fat.
Actually, I
Fat
think I need a
ass.
drink with this. Actually, fuck you. You weigh more than me.
Nick says, fuck you.
Let's remember who weighs 91
Ow, my
pounds.
nuts.
Let's remember who weighs 91 pounds, and let's remember who
what
does.
do you think about disabled people?
They're normal
What?
people. I don't get what type of question that is.
Should we be able to kill them and harvest their organs?
You know what? Want to know something? We should be able to kill trans people and harvest their organs, and there will be no LGBTQ. Yay!
Yeah. What about disabled?
that's
How
kind
do you feel? How do you feel that I'm coming after you now? Shut the fuck up and go take a shower. You look like you sit in the chair all day talking shit about different people like animals and fucking disabled people. You're nothing better than them. Go
And
sit
okay,
the fuck down.
Do you think
and
it's okay?
can I?
Wait.
Like, stop
So
disrespecting people. Stop
wait.
disrespecting people.
So you
Go
don't
take
think
a
it's okay to
shower.
kill disabled people, but you think trans
Motherfucker, what are
people
we
are
killing
disabled and should be
disabled
killed?
people for?
I'm just
Go
asking
take
questions.
a shower, motherfucker. You need your ass beat. That's the problem. Go talk
Yeah?
like this shit. Go talk like this in real life, and someone's gonna beat the fuck
Wait,
out of
no,
you.
quick
You
question.
realize I do this in real life too.
I
Okay,
don't give
shut
a
up
fuck.
real
No,
quick.
you
Let me
don't. No, the
talk.
fuck you don't. Somebody
Bro,
needs to beat
Bella,
the
stop
shit out
talking.
of
Let me
you.
talk real quick.
You could literally go to my YouTube channel
Someone needs
and
to
see
beat
me.
the shit out of
You could
you.
literally
No,
go to
stop
my
talking
YouTube
like
channel
that. Stop
and see
fucking
me
talking like
talking
that.
to people on the
Mr.
street.
No fucking tooth.
Yeah?
Mr. fucking missing tooth. Shut the fuck up. You're
I don't
ugly
have a
as fuck
missing tooth.
talking like that.
I just want missing
You're ugly
tooth.
as fuck
Wait, so
talking like
anyways,
that. Bitch, you
yo,
got no
Bella, stop real
fucking
quick.
teeth. Ethan,
Yo,
shut
trans.
up. You really need
No,
to shut
I'm
the fuck up.
gonna try to I'm trying to ask a question. So, you know how back in the day being trans and gay and shit put you in the psych ward? Have they changed those laws or are they still in place?
You know,
I think we're gonna move to 101 because Bella's being really disrespectful to my friend. Honestly,
How am I being disrespectful when he just talked about disabled people and killing animals?
Okay, so first off, you're misgendering her. Okay, let me
I don't
white
fucking
knight
care.
for you.
It's not a her.
Sapphic,
It's
there's
him.
no point.
That's
There's
not a
really no point.
female.
Also, Jess was gonna ask if you
I
don't think
don't
it's okay
care.
to
That's
kill.
a fucking man. Bitch, I don't fucking care what you identify as. That's a man and you're a fucking female.
I can assume that there's like
I don't give a fuck about their fucking I don't give a fuck.
Wait.
Okay, that's a man that identifies as her.
Whoa.
That's a fucking man.
Did
And
you
now
just
you got
call?
fucking
Wait.
pause.
Did you just
You're
call
not
Sapphic?
an animal. You're not a
Did
furry.
you just call Sapphic a female?
Yes, as a female, and you're a fucking man. Say the fuck man. I don't give a fuck about your fucking pronouns.
That nigga isn't a female.
Bro.
Well,
Fuck you and your pronouns.
politically they
bro.
are.
I
But
don't give a
technically
fuck.
they're
I'm
not.
tired of
Do
you
you
trans
not know
people,
who
you gay
trans
people, then you
people
have to
are?
disrespect people. I don't care.
Wait. Do you not know that other people in this chat might be trans too, and you just called them the gender they
Yeah,
actually
who's
want to be?
trans? I don't care. I don't give a fuck about who's trans and who isn't. You think because you're trans you could disrespect people. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care.
Bella, Sapphic's trans. You just called
I don't
trans
care.
woman female.
I don't care. I don't care if you're trans. You're born a female. You're born a male. I don't care.
No, Bella, you're missing something really obvious and really funny because you're too busy screaming.
That's a female and you're a man.
You just called a trans woman, right? Born a boy.
I called a trans woman what?
Born a boy. You just called her a woman.
That's born a man?
No. Yeah.
Am I supposed to care, ma'am?
You just gendered a trans person correctly. Does that
Yes,
not
I
hurt
gendered
you?
a trans
Does that
person
not
correctly. Yes, the
does that
fuck
not
I
hurt
did.
your soul?
No, it doesn't
Is
hurt my
your
soul. It
Okay.
just hurt
inner
yours.
bigot not screaming right now that you accidentally
We're
What's
did
gonna-
the
telling
right
you about
thing?
it? Yeah, guys, I misgendered somebody.
Hey Bella, you know how you
Are
like
there's
you know how you were like happy that like we used to keep disabled people in like psych wards? We used to keep black people in cages and use them as farm
Yeah,
equipment.
we're
keep me
gonna
in a
move
fucking cage and I'll whoop your ass too.
Yeah.
we're gonna move to 101. Alright, no
You
more.
want
Okay,
these?
just
You
wanna
want
say
these? Oh, do you want this?
go
You want
vegan.
that, don't you?
Go
You
vegan.
want
Be
these?
nicer
You
to
don't got 'em.
people. Go vegan.
You
Don't
want
eat
these?
animals.
You
Just
don't
spread
got 'em.
pharma. Okay,
Girl.
we're
Do
going
you
to
want
101.
these?
Girl,
You don't got
I
'em.
have bigger tits than you. You have small tits.
I have small
You have
titties.
tiny tits.
You're an A cup.
Yeah, have a great life. Oh, the joys of trying to do activism, eh? Where we going? Where we going, Sapphic? #101. Dude, I can't find 101. Where's 101? Ah, you see me rolling. You hating. My dude, I love you too. Where are we going? 101. Hello.
What happened when I left? Were you about to like
Get my tits out? No, why would I get my tits
Yeah.
out? I just showed my tits. Like, I just did this.
Okay, I thought you guys I was like, what the hell was happening?
We just transphobe's gonna transphobe, you know? That's the way
Okay.
it works.
But she was like she just talked and would not let me speak.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to being visibly trans. You should see my own TV shit. It's real fun. It's just people screaming at me. At least there's a skip button on home TV. Oh boy.
Hello, Viper DDM.
Hello.
Hi.
Like your little trans clone you got going on.
Thank you.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars, that was like my favorite show growing up.
I love that show. They made a season 7 and it was not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that a while ago. They had like kind of forgot what happened since it was a while ago, but like is
was
the Bad
basically-
Batch good?
The Bad Batch is actually a really good series because it basically puts it's the end of the Clone Wars that they didn't really give us. I mean, they did end the Clone Wars technically with season 7, but they didn't actually really wrap up all the stories.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I watched the first season. I didn't watch the other seasons.
The first season of Bad Batch was not good. The first season of Bad Batch was not good, but the other 2 seasons were okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Earlier we were trying to me and Jess were like talking to people about we were trying to talk to people about animals, right? Then they just start getting crazy.
Yeah,
Hell.
this server is hella unmoderated.
Like, what is going on?
What do you think of my dog?
Aww.
He's cute, right?
Aww.
Oh.
Isn't it okay, isn't it kind of crazy how we give consideration to dogs but not other animals?
Well, cats are chill.
I meant
Pigs.
other animals like cows and pigs and chickens.
Which
To
are
me,
also adorable.
yeah, because they are equally cute, but people are still kill them and eat them.
That is true.
And
I had a friend growing up who had a pet pig. I don't know where he got him, but I went over to his house one day and there was just a pig just chilling.
it might be that pigs are really smart, so often they escape from slaughterhouse trucks. Then people just kind of adopt them.
Yeah, he just showed up one morning and he was just there. and they had him for the rest of his life. I don't know if he's still alive, but
You know, what happened to him, do you reckon? Did they treat him like a dog or did they treat him like a pig?
they treated him like a dog, and the pig and because they had two other dogs that just chilled with the pig.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever play with them?
Not really. The pig kind of just went around. The pig didn't like people. The pig like other animals, but he hated people.
Yeah.
It's probably like understandable for a pig to not like people.
Yeah.
Like he loved the dogs, and then people in general he hated.
Yeah. Can you imagine why he hated people?
Probably because he was slaughtered or attempted slaughtered.
Yeah, he probably grew up in like a piggery where like they kick and punch pigs, right?
Yeah, and people might like probably beat him. Like depending, they may have castrated him. Do you know that like in farms they like castrate baby male pigs by just pulling off their genitalia with no
Yeah.
anesthesia?
I agree to a point with slaughterhouses. Hear me out, because obviously we need food, but it has to be done in so much more of a humane way than it's actually been done.
Can I ask you a funny
Because
question?
there's like, yeah, sure.
So you said we need food, right?
We do. We need like shit like bacon and steak.
I mean, we don't need bacon, right? Vegetarians and vegans have existed for thousands of years. We don't need bacon.
I guess I just like bacon.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's not a need, right? Like, people might enjoy the taste of dead animals, but we don't need to eat dead animals, right?
Honestly, people have been making some really good plant-based meats, and they've come a long way.
Right? Exactly. You know? And like, I'm not sure, like if I was in a field with like a pig and a hammer and some plants, you know, I don't think I'd kill the pig to eat bacon. You
I don't
know,
think I'd
just
ever
eat some
kill the
plants,
pig. Not gonna lie.
right? But we're
Like
happy
I'd
to,
eat bacon, but I don't think I could ever actually kill a pig.
right? But is it any better if like you paid someone? Like if you were on the same desert island and you paid Bob to kill the pig for you, would that be better?
I don't think I'd pay Bob to kill the pig. I'll be honest.
What if there was a wall?
If
What
it
if we
was
put a curtain up? What if Bob was behind a curtain? Would you pay Bob to kill the pig?
probably not, because then it would still be at my hand.
Right? But what's the
To a point.
difference than buying a pack of bacon than paying Bob to kill?
Well, the pig's dead anyway. Like,
Well, no, but it's like supply and demand, right? Like, you know, like when you buy bacon, you create a supply chain, which means more Bobs kill more pigs, right? Because if everyone on the planet clicked their fingers and stopped buying bacon, Bob wouldn't kill any pigs, right? He'd be out of a job,
that is true.
right? So just because other people do something, like,
It is kind of weird how people eat other animals, but if someone said they were going to eat a dog, it'd be very different.
right? Exactly. You know, if you came home from like wherever you were one day, and like you sat down at the dinner table and someone had prepared you like a dog roast, you probably wouldn't eat it, right?
Probably not.
Right? But what's the difference, right? What's the difference between
I am
like
actually looking at getting a dog.
what's
That's
right?
random, but that's random. But I'm actually looking at getting a dog.
Yeah?
Yeah, like buying or adopting.
I want to adopt only because I have no money, and also it's better to get them from a shelter than off.
Yeah.
It is. It is better to get them from a shelter. Right? Because that means we're not paying for people to breed animals into existence that are gonna lead awful lives if they're not looked after, right?
Well, obviously, there's a lot of animals that do need to be rehomed, and if they're, not rehomed, they just get put down, which is
Yeah.
really sad.
Why is it sad when dogs get put down, but not sad when pigs get killed for bacon?
Probably because most people haven't seen pigs.
Okay. Does that make it less sad though? Like if I was playing with a ball in my living room right now with a pig instead of a dog, like what would be the difference?
I am not sure.
Right? I imagine you've probably realized that the people you're in a chat with are like vegan now, right?
Yeah, I figured that out.
Right. So I was vegan. I've been vegan for 4 years, but for the first 28 years of my life, I wasn't vegan.
That's cool.
Yeah, and the reason I went vegan is because someone showed me some really, really awful footage of a slaughterhouse and was like, "Hey, you pay for this." And I was like, "What do you mean I pay for this?" And they were like, "This is the exact way that meat that you eat is killed. This is what you pay for." And I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
You know. Have you watched like documentaries about like animal slaughter?
I've seen slaughterhouses. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been around the country. I mean, I'm from Ireland, so I've seen my fair share.
Okay. But have you been in them? Have you like seen? Have you seen the deed?
I've never seen an animal get killed, no, but I have a basic idea of what they're like. They're not great.
So I thought I had a basic idea. I did not have a basic idea, right? I thought I had a sort of an understanding of what happened to them. I
Well, they don't
didn't.
get euthanized 90% of the time. 90% of the time, it's not humane, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's really brutal, right? Because they're slaughtering thousands of animals a day, right? They don't have time to take care. They just, they're basically just killing animals as quickly as they can, right? Because otherwise,
Yeah.
they run out of time. There's a documentary on YouTube called Dominion. It goes through every single like animal agriculture industry and shows like what actually happens. It's filmed in Australia, but it's basically the same as UK footage. There's a few other documentaries in the UK like Land of Hope and Glory, that show basically the exact same thing. But Dominion is probably the best one because it's free on YouTube, and it's essentially the exact same as any sort of Western country. And if you genuinely like aren't sure whether or not you would kill an animal yourself, I would definitely sort of like encourage you to look into like what you pay for, right? Because it's hypocritical to sort of like pay for something that you wouldn't do, right?
Kinda.
But it's not. I don't know. Like I didn't. If you'd asked me like 7 years ago if I'd ever be vegan, I would have said like, no, you're an idiot, right? Like I love meat, right? And then I sort of saw what the world was trying to like keep hidden from me, which is really awful shit. Go on, Safik, be good cop.
Well, you weren't exactly bad cop there, I'd say. No. It's just like, yeah, it's like not a new concept. That like, especially in dharmic traditions, where like we've been avoiding animal flesh for a very long time. So it's not really anything new.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, like you said yourself, like there's really good like plant-based products now, and you would never kill a pig, right? So like if you know that like paying for animal products is the same as like killing animal, right? Because you're creating the supply for the demand. Like, why wouldn't you consider, like, what is a reason that would stop you being vegan, right? Like, or is it just that you've never considered it?
Huh? Sorry, I'm doing something. Huh?
Or is it just that you've never considered it?
I don't really know, actually.
You don't know? Like, if I said to you, like, if you think that it's ethically wrong to abuse an animal, right? And
I would agree.
right, and if you believe that, then it makes no sense to like act hypocritically and pay for animal abuse. Then like like if you want to be morally consistent and not a hypocrite, then you should be vegan. Like what would you say to that statement if I said that to you?
I mean, it's right to a point.
What's the point where it becomes not right?
Oh, realistically, we live in an industrialized world, so unfortunately, the odds are that would never happen, where everyone would just be vegan.
No, right, but like just because everyone wouldn't be vegan, that doesn't make it morally okay for you not to be, right? Like we're gonna live in a world where someone out there somewhere is gonna be like abusing their wife, right? But that doesn't make it morally justifiable for like other people to abuse their wife, right?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that realistically, in my opinion, the smart answer would probably be to regularize it, to put actual regulations into place that are humane and clean.
Is there a
Yeah,
good way to do something that's wrong?
Not really, but there's a lot better ways it could go about than how it currently goes.
Right? But like what you're saying is like I shouldn't have to stop contributing it. We should actually make it better. But you've agreed that like there's no way to make something that's wrong like good, right? So like this is like a way of like passing the responsibility onto someone else because we don't want to make sacrifices when other people are already doing bad things, right? But like if you want legislation, right? If you want regulation, if you want other people to stop, then part
They
of
left.
Oh. Sorry. Well, we had our first conversation, team, where we didn't get screamed at for being an ugly, disgusting. Oh, hello. Look at my dog, he's so pretty. Oh, they came, they left. They came, they saw, they conquistador. What are you doing, dog? You're such an idiot. Oh. My friend got arrested not the other day, on the 30th of May, so a month and a half ago. Well, she's not really my friend. A person I know. Wow, we really watered down this, huh? A person I know got arrested on the 30th of May, and they're in court tomorrow. And they've only been an activist for like fucking barely any time at all. Stop pawing me, dog. And obviously they were like, oh, I'm not going to do any arrestable action. That's crazy. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do some nice, calm, quaint activism. And they did like a little bit of activism that they thought wouldn't be arrestable. And they were wrong. Now they're fucking in court. Hello.
Huh?
Cool glasses.
Hello. Thank you. These were my mother's glasses, and she's had them since she was like a little girl too.
No.
And they're real, like they're vintage, and they're really nice actually. I really like these glasses.
Do they are they pink? Are they red?
They're kind of like brown,
Okay.
maroon, brown, but like,
Okay.
What? Who are these other two? Are they just muted in here? Are they waiting for him or something?
Oh, sorry.
I was talking to
You
them.
shouldn't be sorry. What the fuck? The fuck? Oh. Sorry.
I have a dog. Go over there. Go on the sofa. What are you doing? You outside? You in the real
Yeah, I'm
world?
outside. I'm in the real world. I really like it in the real world. It's much more quaint.
I like the real world.
Try it sometime. Try it sometime.
Hey, I go out all the time. I'm a runner. I went out running today. It was wonderful. I go out in the real world all the time.
Oh.
You like dogs?
Oh. Oh. Yeah, I got a dog. He's somewhere out here. He's just chilling with me. I like cats. I think cats are cuter than dogs, but I like dogs more because dogs like me more than cats.
I mean, there's a lot of animals that would like you more than a cat would.
Like a cow.
Like basically any animal would like you more than a cat.
I'm gonna get cattle. I definitely plan to have cattle sometime in my life. The best damn cattle you ever damn seen. Raise them shits invincible.
Like to kill? Oh.
Nope. We tried.
I might just def it to still take up a slot, but I have to go. I have to start getting ready very soon.
Okay. Is anyone else here? Is FF? I can't remember your name. I know it begins with E and ends in mus.
Euphemous?
Euphemous. Is Euphemous here?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you activisming or are you just taking up a slot?
You're asking me if I'm going like I'm right now or?
Yeah. Do you want to speak to
Hello.
people? Hello.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Hello.
What are you guys doing?
I'm playing with my dog.
There was
yeah.
just a guy in here who said, he's gonna raise cattle, and I was a little saddened by that. Okay, we're all silent. That's cool.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
It'd be like that. I don't know. He left immediately after. I just think to me it's wrong livelihood.
We need milk though. Like, how
No,
do
we
you get
don't.
milk without cows?
There's like 7 different types of plant milk.
Titty milk.
Yeah, but they're plant milk. I don't want to drink no plant milk. Like,
Yeah, it's good.
I've spent 33 years drinking like dairy milk. Like cow's milk. Like, it pisses me off that I have to say dairy milk because like people are now like drinking stupid milk. But like, I want to drink normal milk. Like,
Why do you think that you're entitled to the breast milk of another species?
because like we look after them and we raise them and like they're like our pets, right? Like,
No, we don't. We sexually exploit them and we take away their children and we make them live in filth.
I mean, we do the same for dogs, right? Like, I couldn't have
No,
this
we don't.
beautiful
We don't
creature here.
we don't treat dogs like that. Well, some people do, but not most people.
Right? I don't know. Like, it doesn't hurt the cow, right? Like, the cow's
It
fine.
does. It does. Their udders get like super inflamed.
Okay.
Like, do you want to be hooked up to a machine all day that just sucks out your body? And we kind of glazed over the sexual exploitation part, like forceful insemination.
But they're just animals, right? Like, they're just animals.
You wouldn't do that to your dog. And your dog's an
Only because
animal.
it's
You're an
illegal,
animal.
right? Like only because it's illegal, right? Like he's a stupid animal, right? Like, if I really wanted to have, obviously I would not want to have sex with him because that's fucking weird. But like, he wouldn't care if I did. He's a stupid animal.
No, like animals like don't want to be like they would know if they're being like exploited by a human. Like in that sort of way.
I don't know. I've never met a cow. I can't imagine cows really care.
Well, cows are a lot like dogs. They play like dogs. They're very
A cow once
affectionate.
broke my arm.
Oh, well, that's because they're big.
Like, how did the cow break your arm?
I used to live on the countryside, and one of my neighbors had a lot of cows. And when I was a child, me and my dad were helping, like letting the cows out onto open grass for the first time in a year. For the winter, they go inside. But when they get let out for the first time in a year, they just run out at max speed. And a cow ran out, and it just fucking ran over me.
Wow. Wait, why do you keep cows inside like all year, like all winter? Like,
Not all year, no, but in the winter they have to go inside
for how long?
for the winter.
But like, how long is the winter? Like 3 months?
In Denmark, I live in Denmark for here's like half a year.
Like
It's been
6
for like half a
months.
year.
So cows just stay
Yeah, 6
inside
months.
for 6 months.
Yes.
Like how big are we talking inside? Like, are we talking like? Do you just keep them in like a warehouse for 6 months?
Not a warehouse, but like a huge ass barn made for them.
Okay.
They stay in there until it's the temperature is fine for them to go outside again, and then they go out to the fields again.
But like, how much space do they have?
Other-
I thought like cows just like lived outside. Like, I didn't realize we kept them in
no.
like barns for like 6 months.
I don't know. At least here in Denmark, if they are outside in the winter, they will just die.
Okay. But like
'Cause it's too
reindeer go
cold.
outside in the winter and they don't die.
Yeah, but that's reindeers, not cows.
So even outside of Nordic countries, we keep them inside in crowded spaces so we can control them. And we could like feed them for the second half of their life, like feed them an insane amount of food.
So they get fattened up, and there's more fat in the meat.
Yeah, but I don't think like basically overfeeding someone to eat them is moral.
I don't know. It's natural selection.
It's not natural.
I mean,
Humans are doing it.
It doesn't sound very
But-
natural if the animal literally wouldn't survive in the country that like you're breeding. They're like that's insane. Like,
Oh no, they will survive, but they can it's just not good for them, really. And they need to normally cows in Denmark they normally go
why not just
What do you-
breed like furry cows, like the fluffy ones, right? Then they could just live like normally outside.
I don't fucking know. Probably some reason with those cows probably can't grow as big or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Or
this is
probably
kind of
don't produce good milk or something. I don't know.
this sounds kind of
I
mean.
don't.
Like like in the UK, like the dairy cows just go outside all year round. Like, I don't.
They will die if we do that here. I don't fucking know.
Maybe don't breed them there then. Like, what the fuck?
Don't fucking ask me. Don't admit. I don't make the fucking decisions.
Do you buy milk?
No, I don't really. No, not milk. I buy cheese though.
Right? So to some extent you do, right? Like I can buy my milk because in my country, like my cows aren't fucking kept inside 6 months of the year.
Everyone says that about their country is the thing. Everyone says, "Oh, my country's better," but no, it's just kind of vapid patriotism.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really care.
You don't care about cows?
No, not really.
There's like a lot of them, right? There's like billions.
Yeah, we have more pigs here though. We have more pigs in Denmark than people.
Pigs are on the same level of intelligence as dogs.
Oh, fuck it though. They're still dumb. That's why we exploit them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's just the natural law of the world.
But if
The
but then
apex
that
predator will reign
extension
supreme. That's how it works.
the dogs are at the same level of intelligence as pigs, but you wouldn't hurt a dog.
Well, there's no reason for me to do that.
What if it was fun?
If dogs produce the fucking most delicious meat in the world, I mean, I don't see the problem.
I mean, pigs, like, they're suffocated in CO2 gas chambers. They're often boiled alive. They're
I don't know if
castrated at birth. Like,
I don't know if that
why
makes
is
the
that?
process easier.
Do you have any compassion towards animals?
No.
No.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna hurt an animal.
But by
But
buying their products, we make other people hurt them for us on our behalf. It's like hiring a
That's
hitman.
fine. Yeah,
That's fine.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I think I just look at it a bit more objectively than just the fact that I mean, let's just say wild fucking animals. I mean,
But they're
fucking
not wild.
10,000 years ago, they hunted us. Now the
Wait.
table, now the
Whoa,
big,
whoa,
now
whoa!
the tables have turned.
That's really fucked up logic, right? Because that's like saying
I don't know.
because like Germans in the 30s killed some British people, I should be able to go and like murder Germans.
No, but no, that's not the point. The point is
But
that
that's
is
the
just
exact
natural.
same. That's the exact same logic.
No,
you just
no, no,
used.
no. It's not the same logic. You're not understanding.
did.
The
You
logic
said
is this.
Wild animals
No,
killed
it's
them in
not.
the past.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They killed us, but they don't kill us because they hate us.
They killed us because
I
they
mean,
needed to, right?
Exactly.
And we don't need to.
Why not? We want to. They want to kill us.
No. They killed us because they needed to, not because they wanted to. You said they didn't do it because they hated us. You said
A
they
lot
did
of
it because they
that's
needed to, right? And now you're
Yeah, they need
like
to.
moving the goalposts. You're saying that actually you can kill them not because you need to, but because you want to.
Well, if I need what? It's food. They kill us. They kill for us. They killed us for food. We kill them for food.
No, because they don't have
it's the
Tesco's. They don't have Aldi. They don't have Lidl. Like you have Lidl and Aldi that you can just buy like vegetarian shit, right? You could just buy
But I
fucking
don't-
vegetables.
But I want to eat meat.
So it's not a need, it's a want.
Yeah, the same way they want to eat us.
No, they need
No,
to eat us.
because they give the the carnivore.
They don't need to eat us specifically. They can just eat other fucking creatures.
Well,
See?
when they
argument
attack
doesn't
us,
work.
it's usually because we provoke them, but they don't go out of their way for humans because we're such difficult prey, right? Because if they kill one of us, we're gonna go into the jungle and we're gonna like hunt them down.
So
Again, exactly. But again, but the point is this: there's nothing to do with hate. Nothing to do with that. It's just how the world works. The
But you said
superior.
but you said you can kill a creature because you want to kill them, right?
Well, if I want to get meat and I have to kill a creature for the meat, yes.
So it was okay when the Nazis killed Jews for gold teeth because they wanted gold teeth.
Humans killing humans is entirely different.
Okay, why? What's the difference?
Because that's our species.
Okay, but other than
So you're saying
you could make the argument that Jewish people are not the same species as us, right? That's literally the argument.
What?
That's literally the argument the Germans used. They were like Jews are.
Yeah, but that's just false.
Okay.
What if the argument that species defines morality, that we can hurt like beings of other species, what if that's false? I think it's just because you are raised like that Nazis are bad, but in reality, we are the Nazis to animals.
So?
What do you mean so? I thought it was bad to like genocide a group of people because you think they're lesser.
A group of people.
So you're mistaking people with humans, right? People doesn't mean humans, it just means individuals with an individual experience. Right, my dog is a person.
People definition. A human being in general are considered collectively. No, by definition it is humans.
So other people define have a different definition.
Fun question. Is Superman a person?
He's a character. What?
Is he a person?
Yeah, like do you think he's presented as a person in movies?
I don't know. I don't watch Superman movies.
Okay.
What about like any other like superhero movie or any other like thing like
Spider-Man?
Well, Spider-Man is technically a human as well, but like there's plenty of sort of like non-human people, right? Like for example, Star Wars or any other like if you have aliens, they would be people, but they might not be humans. I think that's just the point.
What?
You feel me? Like
I'm
have
confused.
wait.
No, I get what you're saying, but I don't get why we are mixing characters into this argument at all.
Because they're trying to prove that there are people that aren't human.
Literally, the Oxford definition of people, human beings in general.
Well, then Superman's not a person.
I guess not. By the definition, not a person.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
person
a good job
and
there's
people.
other
That's
dictionaries, huh? It's a
no,
good job
well,
there's
no,
more than one
person and
dictionary.
people. Person and people. That's two different words. They have different meanings.
You can find like dictionary definitions of like that where it's just where it just talks about when it talks about people, it talks about personhood.
A person is a human being or individual. People, human beings in general, all considered collective.
I have to do the pedantic
That
thing.
makes sense. I don't know. I don't get what we're arguing about anymore at this point.
Are you like if you look long enough, you'll find like definitions of people that doesn't necessarily include the word human. It's just
I don't know. Google and it went by it's the Oxford
I
definition.
think either way, it's really disheartening that like you like try to find an excuse to pay for the harm of animals when I describe some of like the most horrific like industry practices. Like you seem to only like you were taught as a child that the Holocaust is bad, so you're like, all right, Holocaust is bad. But just because like the animal Holocaust, the genocide of animals, is not taught to be something that's negative, you don't see it as negative. But if you walked into a slaughterhouse, you could like see the truth.
I've been in slaughterhouses.
What did you see?
Well, I saw a bunch of dead pig carcasses.
But you didn't see the animals killed.
I saw them alive and I saw them dead. I didn't see the process of them getting
okay.
killed.
Then you really don't know the whole process. Because when you look at like a piece of bacon, that's just like an animal corpse.
But I don't really what. I don't know. I don't think we can come to an agreement. Let's just stop arguing about it.
But why would we stop arguing about it?
I don't know. I don't think we can.
Wait, sorry, just real quick before we get back to this, I'm really sorry, Seth. Just real quick. You would you agree that like Neanderthals or like Homo erectus existed?
Yes.
Okay, are they people?
Hold on.
Were they people?
Human definition.
Also, like the primary definition in the Oxford dictionary is human, but then it has secondary definitions that don't include the word human. So even the Oxford dictionary recognizes that the word person doesn't imply they have to be human.
Yeah, like just like this goes contrary to like any sci-fi movie, any fiction novel.
The definition also says, yeah, a character in a play or story, I guess or in a movie, also counts.
Yeah, it's just like when like more often or often when people like use the word people, they're talking about like personhood, right? Like
yeah, I guess I guess you're right on that.
The reason we usually use people to talk about humans is because most people don't see other animals as deserving of personhood.
No, they don't. No, I don't do that either.
Yeah, I know. I noticed.
Yeah, I mean, I see that.
It's like it's similar like the sort of thought that I think existed. Like I forgot who it was, but it's like when they thought like all animals were sort of like like they were like machines. They had this like they didn't have this like they had or didn't have like this thing in their brain and whatever and stuff like that. And then like like the more we look in and look at their brains and stuff, it's just there's enough complexity there for us to consider like to be an individual, right? Like something that's thinking or feeling.
I guess conscious. Maybe, I don't know. I get what you mean. I think maybe. Yeah, consciousness. I guess maybe.
The cow is conscious. A pig is conscious. A Jewish person is conscious.
You're saying it? What?
Because in the 30s and the 40s, Jewish people were referred to as pigs and swine, and they were killed in gas chambers. Right? Their personhood was denied. Right? And because their personhood was denied and they were lowered to the level of beasts,
yes,
they were killed on an industrial scale. The same way disabled
Yes.
people and black people and gay people and trans people and Romani people and a bunch of other different minorities were all killed because they were denied personhood.
Yes.
And it's the same way we deny the personhood of animals so that we can slaughter them.
Yes.
So what makes you any better than a Nazi?
That I don't kill people.
Okay, but you kill creatures with the same conscious experience as humans, right? It's not exactly the same, but they have a similar level of consciousness. They can think, they can feel, they can fear, they can love. And you give them zero consideration and kill them like objects. What makes you any different to a Nazi?
That I don't kill people still.
All you
Kill
care about
animals?
is people, right? Like that's the only thing you care about. Like if you just care about a word people, then you can remove people, right? Like I can say that you're not a person, and then it's okay to kill you.
No, we have laws.
So is it only laws? Like is all you care about is the law?
No, you're what?
Because
No,
like
also
when the
morally?
Holocaust was done, it was legal, right? The Nazis were doing a legal practice when they herded people into gas chambers and killed them. They weren't
Yeah,
breaking the
definitely.
law.
They were breaking the law by doing that.
No, they
Several
weren't.
laws,
It was
actually.
legal.
It was not legal.
It was legal.
No,
And
they
when
were part
women
of the
couldn't
UN at the
vote, it
time.
was
That was
legal.
not legal.
And when you could like beat your wife, it was legal, right? And up until
Yeah.
like 100 years ago, we didn't have any laws against raping children. That was all legal, right? In some countries, it's still legal to rape your wife if you're married to her. You can't have spousal rape; doesn't exist, right? Does that make all these things okay?
No.
Okay, but they're legal.
What's your point? Sorry.
My point is, you're saying it's legal, therefore I'm okay to do it, despite the fact that I've given you multiple examples of things that are
It's
legal that are abhorrent.
well. Let's think about it this way. For one, it's legal. Yes. Is it morally correct? Yes.
It's morally
Most people seem
correct to
think so.
murder an individual that can feel pain and has a conscious existence.
It's morally correct to slaughter an animal for meat. Yes.
It's morally correct
We've been
to
doing.
kill an
We've been
individual
doing it.
to kill an
We've been
individual who can think,
killing
feel,
animals. We've
fear,
been
and
killing.
love for your own
We've been
sensual pleasure.
killing. We've been killing animals for what, like 200,000 years.
Again, we've been raping and killing for 200,000 years. Like for the majority of human existence, there was no laws against raping children. That doesn't make it moral. Right? Tradition and law doesn't make something moral.
Well, no, but tradition is what creates morality and progression of society, changes.
I disagree. I
don't
think
know.
tradition actually delays morality. The reason women took so long to get the vote is because it was traditional to treat women like trash.
I guess.
The reason children took so long to get like protections is because it was traditional to have children and not really care whether they lived or died and just have as many as you can so some of them live and
Yeah,
actually
it's
not
what-
really treat them very well. So I would actually say that tradition stands in the way of morality. And we actually can see that to be true constantly throughout human history.
Okay.
So actually I think traditions are inherently bad.
All right.
And you're holding them up as something that we should sort of morally follow, right?
I don't care. I just do what I want to do. What?
Yeah, I mean that's what the
No,
Nazis
I
did
just follow
too.
my.
It's the same logic. You just doing what you
So
want to
that
do,
I-
regardless of the conscious experience of other individuals that you sort of like victimize, isn't moral.
I don't know. I just eat meat, man. It's
Yeah,
not
you
that
just
deep.
eat the dead bodies of sentient creatures.
Yes.
Yeah. What makes you any different to a Catholic priest that fucks kids?
Because I don't hurt human beings.
All you care about is human beings. So if I killed my dog on camera with a hammer, you would be totally fine with that.
No. What?
Why not? He's not a human being.
Why are you killing him?
Because it's fun. Because I enjoy the sensation of killing him with a hammer.
No, then that's wrong.
But that's the same as you're enjoying the sensual pleasure of eating meat. There's no
I
difference.
enjoy meat. You enjoy killing. That's the difference.
Well, no, because I would enjoy the pleasure of killing him, right? Like it would make me feel really good in the same way that you eat meat because it makes you feel good to eat meat. Because you don't need to eat
Yes.
meat in the same way I don't need to kill my dog, right? You derive pleasure from the act of eating meat, which involves the killing of an animal, Right? There's no different from like killing animals for pleasure. Except you
There's
find one
difference.
abhorrent, but you find the other one like tasteful because you enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy eating meat. I don't enjoy killing animals. I don't find pleasure in killing things.
You pay
I
for
find
animals to be
pleasure in eating
killed
meat.
so that you can enjoy
Yes,
the
I-
pleasure of eating their dead flesh. So you derive pleasure
Yes.
from killing animals.
Well, no, it's two different. No, it's two completely different purposes.
It's
though.
not.
One
It's
is
not.
for killing, and one one is for
You
pleasure
can't
for killing.
separate
One
the
is for
killing
pleasure
of
for
an
eating.
animal. You cannot separate.
You
No,
can
no, no, no,
definitely
no.
separate it.
You cannot separate
Well, you
the
can definitely
killing of an
separate it.
animal. Wait, allow me. You
Of
cannot
course you
separate
can
the
separate.
killing of an animal from an object that requires an animal to die for you to have it. You cannot
can definitely
separate those two
separate
things.
it.
You cannot say, I really enjoy having gold teeth. I don't enjoy killing Jews. Right? If you're killing Jews to get gold teeth, then you enjoy killing Jews. Right? You can't separate the two.
Well, you're saying no. Let me break this down. So you're saying when it comes to the gold teeth argument, you're saying at that point, no, wrong. Kill human, bad. Kill animal. Why? For meat. Oh, good.
No. Separate the fact that Jewish people are human, right? Let's pretend Jewish people are cows in this scenario. Let's say we're killing
Well,
Jews,
no, that's
right, to get milk, right? There's no difference, right? Like
yeah. No,
you
that is
can't say
you literally
can't
just
say
you no. But let me just say that is a difference because you just removed the most vital part, that whole thing. That they are
no,
human.
I didn't. So my
you
scenario.
just said let's
no,
pretend they're
listen,
cows.
listen,
You literally just
listen,
removed the most
listen.
vital part of it.
My analogy, right, has nothing to do with whether or not you think it's okay to kill Jews, right? I'm saying that if you kill Jews to get gold teeth, right, you inherently are enjoying the pleasure of killing Jews, right? Because you're getting something that you can only get by killing Jews, right? It doesn't matter whether or not they're human or not, because I'm not asking you why that's morally like okay and the other one isn't, right? It's a comparison, right? So you can't say they're human, therefore like that's wrong, but mine isn't, right? Because I'm not using it to compare the act. I'm showing it there's a moral link between getting a product from killing someone and killing them. And you cannot separate those, right? You can't just say, I enjoy meat, but I don't enjoy killing animals, right? Because in order to get meat, you have to kill animals, right?
Yes.
Therefore, you enjoy killing animals if you enjoy eating meat.
No.
Yes. No. You can't say no. Inherently, yes.
Inherently, no.
No, inherently, yes.
I
Your pleasure is
don't.
derived from killing animals.
Well,
Whether you like
you
it or
repeating
not,
that, well,
you are
well,
enjoying.
listen,
you are enjoying
you-
the product of murder, right? Which means you're enjoying
Look-
murder, regardless of
okay,
whether or not you
listen,
want to consider that or link them to do at all. It is inherently linked and cannot be unlinked.
I'm sorry. You repeating the same fact that is not gonna make me agree anymore when I inherently disagree.
I don't
with
think
the
you will ever
core of your
agree
arguments.
because you believe that you eating meat doesn't equate to killing cows, which is insane.
No, I know eating meat. I know eating meat equates to killing cows.
Okay,
I
which
know-
means that if you enjoy the taste of meat, it means you enjoy killing cows.
No, I disagree.
Yeah, no,
with
it
that,
does.
and
No, it
matter-
does. Because how do you get meat without
Dude,
killing
you are
cows?
repeating the same
Explain
thing
to me how you
again.
get meat without killing cows.
Let's just agree to disagree.
No,
I
how
don't
do you
know
get
about
meat without
this.
killing cows?
You don't?
Okay, so what do you enjoy doing?
Eating meat?
Which requires...
Killing cows?
Therefore, you enjoy killing cows. It's a very simple equation.
No,
Yes.
that's
yeah,
not.
it's very, very
that's-
simple.
No,
You
again,
can't just
are
pretend
moving the-
otherwise, right? Like it's incredibly like irresponsible and like
Irresponsible?
obtuse to like pretend otherwise.
Can we just agree to disagree, man? What?
No, we
Why the
can't
fuck do we have
because
to
you're
argue?
pretending that you don't pay for cows to be killed and that you don't enjoy doing it.
I'm not. Cool, okay. I don't really want to argue about this anymore.
Well, then
We're not
leave.
getting anywhere.
No?
Didn't you guys play chess?
No, why don't you leave?
What? Why do I have to leave?
Because you joined our room and then you don't like the conversation. Therefore, you
Look,
should
I
go to another room.
can I interject?
Sure.
Do you? I guess I think like right. What Jess is at least if I understand correctly, the point is being made right is that you're making contribution to it, right? You're participating in the killing. It's not just you eating the meat and that's it, right? You contribute to like it being perpetuated.
I guess.
Right. How do you square that with your beliefs?
Can you?
Yeah, I was sorry. What I mean is like, what do you think about that morally? Do you think like that's fine, or do you, and if so, why?
Morally, wait, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, like considering like if you pay for the meat and then you contribute to the deaths of cows, let's say, yeah. How do you feel about that morally? Like, do you think that's right? Do you think that's wrong?
I think morally I don't mind, but I do think that it is wrong. But I will say this: I do think it is wrong, but not for the same reasons. But the only reason I think it's wrong is just because it's bad for the environment in terms of the release of greenhouse gases. That's what I don't like about it.
If you don't mind, why do you think it would be wrong if you harm humans but not like non-human animals?
Well, I guess as I'm sorry, who was it? The Safn. How do you say this? How do you say Safnik's name?
Safnik.
How do you say her name again? Sorry. Safnik.
Jess. Safnik. I'm not sure who you're talking about.
I don't know the person I was talking with earlier.
Before me.
Just say it. Just say what you want to say.
Safik Soprano, whatever. As she was saying earlier, I guess it just boils down to the point that I don't see animals as to having the same rights as human beings and see them as
I get that, but like why so?
Why so?
Yeah, why?
I guess it boils down to that's actually a good question.
Because you were upset earlier when I said I would kill
right? Yeah, because like if we look at like some other animals in our society, some have more rights than others, right? Or if we look at
some definitely do have
why do you think, in your opinion, in your values, like what what you fundamentally believe, why do these animals not deserve like the right to life, in your opinion, yet humans do? Like what is it about these animals that makes it okay to kill them? Like what is it that they lack, or what is it that they have? Just before you answer that question, you would agree, right, that they need to either lack or have something for that to even be true, right? Like if let's say it is okay to kill animals, then it needs to be something that's true about them that makes it okay that humans either lack or have, and that they either lack or have, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it boils down to the fact that different species, different intelligence, different everything. I guess it's also tradition as well. I think maybe.
But is that like sort of like a psychological or sociological explanation of why people have the beliefs that they have, or is that like an actual like what you think is is like a moral good justification for why things should be that way, right? Because like
the first one.
Okay, but because like I think like what Jazz is asking is more about the moral one rather than like a sociological explanation, because that's just that's just like sociology. But there's an interesting question to be asked about instead of how did we get here, the interesting question is what should we do, right? Because that pertains to philosophy.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think we should do there in that case? Like, do you think like animals should be killed, or they shouldn't be killed?
I guess
And
with that logic, I guess shouldn't.
you think they shouldn't be killed?
I guess when you apply your logic, yeah, I guess.
Why shouldn't they? Why should they not be killed?
Well, I
Why is it wrong
guess
for me to eat meat?
I don't really. Well, I guess logically, I guess then yeah, I guess it is wrong. But I guess
But why?
more.
Why do you think it's wrong?
Well, I think logically, I guess then.
Jess, why do you think it's wrong?
I think it's wrong to eat animals because they are capable of thinking, feeling, and fearing, and they don't want to die, and they don't want to experience pain, and they want to continue living.
Would you agree with that or disagree with that, Ben?
Wait, can you repeat it one more time? Sorry.
I said I don't think animals should be killed because they can think, they can feel, they can fear, and they can love, and they don't want to die. They have a vested interest in continuing to live, and we shouldn't be allowed to take that away from them without their consent. And they can't consent to being killed.
Do you agree with that? Do you disagree? Like, you understand, right? If you say yes to that, sorry.
I understand. It's just. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out my own fucking thoughts right now.
That's fair. That's fair. Like, how about an easier question? You think like eating humans is wrong, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
Well, I think. Oh fuck.
What if right? Let's work up from the bottom. Would it be wrong to like eat a human who was like hit by a car, and like they were dead? They just died by accident. Would that be wrong?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
No, not whether or not you would do it. Would it be morally wrong? Like if someone existed outside of any society, right? Let's say you went into the middle of the jungle and you found a tribe that's never met any humans before in their entire lives, and for whatever reason, a human gets hit by like a bus in the middle of a jungle. Just work with it, right? Would it be wrong for those people, that tribe of people, to eat that human? Like morally.
Morally, yes, but it's also but it's the same thing like people in in like insane survival situations and shit.
Exactly,
where, like,
right?
Yeah.
So if you were gonna die, unless you ate a human that died on their own, like you didn't have to kill them, they were just dead, would it be morally wrong to eat that human, or would it be okay?
I'd say that's okay.
Exactly, right?
To eat for survival.
Right.
I'd say that's fine.
What if the human's not dead and you have to kill them with a hammer and they don't want to die?
Yeah, then no.
Right?
Well, I don't know. I honestly, I cannot see the problem in killing for survival.
No, but we're not killing for survival, right? Like, I live in a house right now. Like, you can see me on camera. I live in a house. I had a tasty, like, bean and rice and sweet corn and, like, vegetable stew for dinner, right? It was really tasty. Yes. It provided with me all my nutrients, right? Tomorrow, I could have the same dish, or I could kill my dog with a hammer and eat him, right? If I did that, I wouldn't be able to argue that I needed to kill my dog, right? It wouldn't be fair for me to say I needed to kill him.
I guess.
Right? The only reason I would be killing him is because I would want to kill him, right? So it's not survival, right? Like, eating meat isn't survival because we can eat vegetables. If you're stranded in the middle of a jungle and it's you and me, I'm more than happy to rock, paper, scissors to decide who gets to kill the other person and survive, right? I'm totally okay with that because we'd be doing it consensually, right? You know?
I prefer a coin flip.
Either way, whatever, you know, like we'd agree on how we do it, right? Like, but the point is, like, that would be consensual and it would be a survival situation, right? But if we did that surrounded by bean trees, or however the fuck beans grow, I don't know how beans grow, right? If we were in a rainforest that was teeming with fruit and vegetables and things we could eat, and you decided to kill me anyway because you wanted meat, that wouldn't be a survival thing, right? That would just be because you wanted meat.
Yeah, and that'd be killing a human, so that's wrong.
We've sort of separated humans and animals at this point to like not really.
Sorry.
It's just an analogy,
sorry,
right?
sorry.
It's not just because they're human. It's also because you didn't need to eat them, right? You weren't in a survival situation. There's like other reasons on top of it.
I guess yes.
Right? Like,
yeah.
If you and my dog were stranded in a rainforest and you were surrounded by fruit and vegetables and whatever, right? You wouldn't need to kill my dog and eat them either, right?
No.
Right, and they're not human.
Yeah.
Like this goes for the same like any like sci-fi movie, right? Like if you see like Superman, you think it'd be wrong for some like crook to like stab him with kryptonite, or like I don't know, from like Star Wars, or like you have some nice aliens that are being invaded by some evil empire or some shit, right? Like it's not just because we got some specific genetic code. It's more about like the sort of phenomenological experiences that we have about we think, we love, we feel like that's the thing that we should prioritize rather than some like specific chain of nucleic acids, right? Like this the word human is just like word we use to describe like some some sequence and some possible variation of nucleic acid. It's just some biological matter.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. Let's say for a second, like Superman existed, like literally, actually, like for real. I think it would be wrong to kill him just because he's not human. I think it would be wrong to like farm Superman or some shit. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like now let's think about it like a pig. Like a pig is you could say a pig is on on average dumber than, or not as smart as us, but he can still he's still quite capable, or still quite smart, or can still feel pain and stuff like that, and probably doesn't want to die and shit. So like if if you're not in a survival situation, how could you justify putting them through pain? That's like the question here, I suppose.
I guess you can't logically.
Okay, well then you have to be careful, because if you say that, then that means you would be morally wrong in consuming meat when you go to the supermarket and buy it, because then you're contributing to their harm and death, right?
Logically, yes. Yeah.
I see. Well then, I suppose. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna eat for dinner tonight?
I already ate.
What are you gonna eat tomorrow?
Probably leftovers. Or like a pizza.
Okay. How do you feel about cheese and the morality of it?
How's cheese made again?
Why do you think people have like issues with cheese, do you think? Or do you know?
I don't really know much about food.
Well, I'm not really sure. Why do people hate cheese, Jess?
The reason people don't eat cheese is because, or the reason vegans don't eat cheese is because in order to create cheese, cows have to create milk, and in order to create milk, cows have to be made pregnant, because you only create milk as a mammal if you're pregnant. So cows are continually impregnated, and they've been bred to sort of create way more milk than they should. Their babies are taken away from them, and if they're boys, they're killed, and it goes straight into the veal industry, which is the meat industry. And if they're girls, they get impregnated as early as possible so they can produce more milk. And dairy cows basically just live short, awful, suffering lives where they're repeatedly sexually exploited. They have their babies taken away and murdered, and then eventually they also end up in a slaughterhouse. The dairy industry is probably one of the cruelest things we do.
I see. I see.
Get your ball, dog. Get your ball.
What do you think about that, Fab?
I don't know. That's kind of messed up.
Sorry?
I said that's kind of messed up.
Yeah. Did you ever see, like, when you said you worked on a farm? Did you work on a dairy farm or a meat farm?
No, it was like a corn type shit and cows farm.
Okay, but what were the cows used for? What happened to the cows?
I really don't. I don't know. I was like 9.
Okay, so you, okay. So, then in which case you probably don't actually know like what happened to the cows.
I don't know really.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's meat or dairy. I just know there were cows and there was corn.
Yeah.
And
So
it was wheat. That's all I know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, dairy farms systematically abuse. Like, presumably, did you know that in order for cows to produce milk, they needed to be pregnant? Did you know that?
Did not know that. No.
No, it's quite common. People don't know that when it's like a basic fact for humans, right? Everyone knows that about humans, right? But it's weird that we don't sort of think about that when it comes to animals. So, you said that tomorrow you're going to probably have leftovers, right?
Probably.
Right? And to some extent, that leftovers has already been bought and paid for and cooked, right?
Yeah, it's sitting in my fridge right now.
Right? So eating it, right? You've already perpetuated the cycle of abuse by paying for it, right? So like eating it isn't essentially like it doesn't really have any moral weight, right? It's already been done, right? But at some point, conceivably, you're going to run out of leftovers, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to go to the shop.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
And then
wait, no. Fun fact, there is actually not meat in my leftovers.
Well, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's already it's leftovers, right? Anything you've already currently bought in your house, it doesn't matter, right?
Oh, I guess.
Right? But my point is, when you go to the shops, then you're actively sort of like financially incentivizing certain actions, right? If you buy meat, you're incentivizing animals to be killed. If you don't buy meat, you're financially incentivizing not paying for animals to be killed, right? Right, so
I guess
it doesn't necessarily matter what you eat. It matters what you pay for, right? Like what you financially encourage, right?
I guess, yeah.
So what would stop you, like, next time you go to the shops, just buying plants?
What, sorry?
What would stop you the next time you go to the shops, just buying plants?
The price.
What do you mean the price? My dinner was beans, rice, sweet corn, vegetables, onions, garlic, tomatoes, a little bit of like yeast, a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of turmeric. Like all these things are cheap. Like like rice and beans cost basically nothing, and spices cost you the same whether you eat meat or not. Right? Like
yeah, rice is cheap in Denmark. Pasta is cheap, but fresh vegetables, like most of them, on the expensive side because they cannot grow here.
What fresh vegetables are you eating? Like a cabbage is probably not expensive, right?
I do eat a lot of cabbage.
Right? Like when we talk about expensive vegetables, we're talking about like bell peppers, right? We're talking about like I don't know, like green beans. We're talking about these vegetables that like like asparagus, right? We're not talking about like vegetables that you can just eat that are cheap, right? Like Swedes are cheap as fuck, right? Like onions are cheap. Um, Sweet potatoes are cheap. Potatoes are cheap. Cabbage is cheap. Um, what are the fucking courgettes are cheap, right? Like there's loads of vegetables out there that aren't expensive, right? You don't have to eat bell peppers in every meal, right? Bell peppers are really fucking expensive, and they're mostly water anyway, so I don't know why people pay for them. Presumably because
What's
they
a
taste
bell
nice.
pepper?
A bell pepper
I know
is
what a
the.
pepper is.
You know what a pepper is?
Yeah, like pepperfruit.
The round ones,
It's
the ones
just
that looked like bells, the big ones, the like the soft, like the ball-shaped peppers are called bell peppers.
isn't that the only one?
There's like chili peppers that are like long and thin.
I know chili is like looks like them but long.
Yeah, exactly, right. So normal peppers, right? Peppers are expensive, right? Because they are. But like if you eat like kidney beans, black beans, if you eat canned beans as your like protein source,
I fucking hate beans.
I used to hate beans, right? And then I started just putting them in instead of meat in like dishes with like adequate spice, and you realize that like beans don't really taste of anything, right? You know, like if you ever presumably you eat chili, right? I don't know actually. I don't know what Denmark eats, but like
We eat fish and potatoes.
fish and potatoes, got a wonderful diet.
That's like 90% of the diet here.
But presumably
Fish and potatoes.
presumably you might eat like curries and stuff, maybe like
Curries?
yeah, you know, like Indian food.
What's a
or like,
curry?
a curry is
No,
like
we
a
don't. No,
no.
not curry. No. We.
Do you only
What?
eat like traditional food from your country? You don't.
Well, pretty. I mean, I'm in uni.
Uh-huh.
And as a uni student, you are broke. So and usually traditional food is the cheapest food.
I promise you, I used to go to uni about fucking 15 years ago. I went to university, and
Yeah.
I ate the same meals I eat now, except every single meal I ate at university, I bought mincemeat and I put mincemeat in it. And that the mincemeat cost me like 3/4 of the entire meal's cost, right? Because minced beef is not cheap, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's expensive here too.
Yeah, right. So like
Red meat is expensive. Yeah, red meat is very expensive.
I used to eat turkey, I think, at university because that was the cheapest meat, right? But you can buy beans and you can buy tofu and you can buy like sweet potatoes.
I fucking love tofu.
Tofu's vegan. Tofu's great. Why couldn't you just swap tofu for chicken? Like every time you eat chicken, why couldn't you swap that for tofu?
I don't eat chicken. I eat pork.
Oh, okay.
Chicken's expensive.
You realize pork's really bad for you, right?
I don't know. It's cheap. It's cheap. I'm just trying.
I know. But like, pork's really bad for you, right? Like,
I can't be
pork's like one of the
about my
worst
health.
meats you could eat. For your health, pork is really bad for you. But why couldn't you
for-
swap
in my
pork
career-
for tofu?
Tofu is expensive. Yeah.
Is it? Even if you like frozen tofu?
Frozen tofu, is that a thing?
Yeah.
The only tofu I've seen comes in like this fucking plastic container here and costs like 50 Danish crowns.
What's wrong with sweet potatoes?
I don't like sweet. I like normal potatoes.
Sweet potatoes are just better for you, right? They just have more shit in them that's good for you. But like, so if you eat potatoes, you probably get a reasonable amount of protein anyway, because potatoes have quite a bit of protein in them, right?
Yeah.
If you're already eating potatoes, then you probably don't need to worry that much about protein, and you're actually probably better off looking for iron sources. So like eating like kale, or eating like, I mean, if you eat cabbage and potatoes, you probably don't need meat in your diet, right? Because you know you've already got a source of iron and a source of protein.
I don't know anything about nutrition.
Yeah. So there's a website called Challenge 22. And that actually gives you like meal prep advice to make sure that you have like a healthy diet. And if you've never cared about your diet before and you just kind of like YOLO through life and don't care about nutrition.
Oh no, No, I care about diet in terms that I just don't I just don't eat a lot.
Okay. But like, my point is, right, I didn't used to know very much about eating until I sort of started actually like looking at what I ate.
Hello.
And
Hello.
now I like run ultra marathons, right? And my nutrition is really, really good. And like most people don't actually care about their nutrition, and they just don't really think about it, and they end up like with not a great diet because they've not really thought about it.
I don't know. It's like I only care about basically my calorie intake. And I do a lot of fasting, of my involuntary fasting, I like to call it.
Yeah. Do you go a long time between meals?
Yeah. Currently, I am on a. Wait, let me check. Let me check my phone. I am 2 days. Officially, like from 2 minutes ago, I reached 2 days into a 3 day. Fucking.
Are you meaning to do that? Or are you just like not eating?
Oh no, I'm meaning to do that. I have leftovers in my food in my fridge.
Okay. So like, would you be willing to try like cutting out animal products?
I guess maybe.
Because you literally said to our mutual friend that like you didn't like think it was ethical, right? So like,
I guess by the logic, yes.
yeah, right. And if like you find out
By
it's
the logic you used.
like if you find out that it's easy, right, then there's no reason not to do it, right?
I guess if it's easy.
Yeah, so I would strongly suggest you try like Challenge 22. Like it's designed to help people who don't really know what they're doing, um, like have a comfortable, healthy, affordable diet. Um, I'd like give you interesting recipes to try, right? Like so you don't have to have boring food.
Fair enough.
And it's just like they ask you to have a go at it for like 22 days, and they give you loads of help and guidance. Um, I think you can even speak to nutritionalists and like people who like answer questions for you and shit.
Here's the thing though. I'm gonna be really, even if I do that, um, since I'm in university, I go out drinking with friends a lot. I'm sorry, but there's nothing in this entire world that will ever stop me from getting like a fat fucking kebab on my way home.
You can get vegan kebabs.
Probably. I don't
No,
know.
you
I
can.
just eat something.
You can. There's the I live in a city and we have two vegan restaurants in the city center, like where people drink, and one of them's a vegan kebab shop.
Yeah, but there's like, yeah, but I don't think they're gonna be open at like 5 a.m.
No,
or 4 a.m. in the morning.
that's why they exist, right? Because on an evening people want to have kebabs, right? So they've literally set up a vegan kebab shop so that drunk people can have a vegan kebab instead of a normal kebab.
Oh.
It's ingenious.
I don't
They're
think
geniuses.
we have that. I don't think we have that here.
No, you might not, but you might not is what I'm saying. But like, honestly, if you go to like, I think I've been to a kebab shop and they did like a tofu gyros. But my point is, don't count it out. There might actually be a vegan option for your kebab.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, I super recommend Challenge 22. Like it's like a really good, it's a really good thing to like help it make it easy for you. I think a couple of my friends are actually advisors on there, so if you have any questions.
Sorry?
Some of my friends like work like the chat room on there, so like if you like don't know what you're doing or you're confused about something, you can like write in the chat, and I have friends on there who are like part of the team that like answers the questions.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. A few of them like they went vegan because of Challenge 22, like they signed up for it, and because that they had such a good experience with people answering questions for them, they then volunteered to answer questions for other people, which is
That's
really
fair
wholesome.
enough.
Yeah. Is Euphema still here?
Sorry, I was working on something. Yes, what's up?
It's okay.
Nope. I think this is good.
But I think we've had a really good chat, and I'm really glad we managed to salvage it. Because at one point, it felt like, I don't know, I was being a mardy cow. So thanks.
Now we're about to fight.
But it was lovely chatting to you, and I'm glad that like you're gonna have a go, being plant-based for a little bit, and hopefully you go vegan and have a wonderful life. I think we might.
Sorry, I wasn't listening for a second.
I think we're gonna go try and talk to some other people, but it was lovely chatting to you.
All good. I'm probably gonna go to bed now anyway. It's late.
I really hope you do
Goodbye,
sign up
gamers.
for Challenge 22, and I hope it goes well.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Sorry, Jasper. I gotta go.
That's okay.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
My nuts
are hanging.
Oh boy. So I'm on my own now, huh? I've been ditched by everybody. Dog, why you keep trying to hump me? We still going. We still going. We do indeed still going, Safik.
Legal fuck. You are
Hello?
gay? You are gay?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Oh, legal fuck. Oh, this.
Show me your ass.
You you support Palestine? You support Palestine or Israel?
I support what, sorry?
You support Palestine or Israel?
I don't think Palestine should be genocided.
You love Palestine?
No, I'm not.
What?
I'm English.
Okay.
Let me show you
Bro,
something.
he's Palestine.
Wait, let me show you
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. صالح اسمع مش عارفين انت يا
شفت ايش لابس؟
زلمه يهبك
It's my hat.
You support Palestine. Thank you.
ما في ده ولا ايه؟
Bro, how you are gay? You go to the hell. You know this?
I what, sorry?
You are gay, yeah? You go to the hell. You know this?
No, I don't believe I do.
ها ملحد هذا. Okay, how this word go in nothing God.
Atheist. Are you looking for the word atheist?
Okay, atheist. How come? Boom.
I'm not atheist.
أكل خرا. سيشت مركز نضرب.
Can I ask
Show
you a
me.
question?
This. Yeah.
Are you Muslim?
خرجينا تيزك يا اخوي.
Sorry.
Are you Muslim?
Show me your ass.
No.
هات أجا مايكك زبط عيل الصوت.
Why?
Why should I show you my ass? You show me your ass.
Okay.
I show your my dog.
I show you my ear.
Wait, are you
Why?
Muslim?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So, in the Quran, you
Yeah.
have halal slaughter, right?
What?
You have halal slaughter in the Quran.
No.
No? What do you mean?
طالع منه هبيلة يا زلمة.
Hey, in the Quran, this halal? Not gay, not halal. No.
No. Slaughter of
كيف القرآن
animals.
مش حلال؟
Killing of
لحظة.
animals. You have slaughter of animals. Halal.
No.
What do you mean no?
He killed. Okay, I kill. Okay, listen. He's America come to London. Okay, America bombing London. Bomb. You are kill American or no?
I'm British. I'm not American.
أنا معاك يا أبو شريف.
قاضي حمار. Okay, America go to British. حلو. Nice. Bombing. You are kill American or no?
What
Yes.
the fuck?
I don't understand the question.
What the fuck?
Hindi.
India.
Hello.
You're gay India?
What?
إذا مو هذا كمان gay يا زلمة ولا لا؟
إذا كيف الولاحية وش عرضوني؟
What the fuck? Hey, show me your ass, bro.
No, like you.
Hey,
keep,
why?
You keep asking me to show you my ass, right?
Show me your ass, bro.
Show me your dog. Show me your dog.
No.
ده انت زودت.
Show me your dog.
I'm gonna go to a different room, Tim, because we're not having a
I
conversation.
give you my dollar.
Oh boy. My dog is very cute. Oh shit, I didn't turn my camera on, so no one can see me. Dog, you're an idiot. Why do you keep hiding off camera? Get the ball. Get the ball. And do funny things. It's too quick for me, dog. Oh! Dog. Hello?
Yo, hello.
How you doing?
Good, what about you?
Say again?
What about you? I'm good.
Oh, I'm good, thank you. What do you think of my dog?
Oh, he's cute.
He is cute. Do you think it would be wrong if I killed him with a hammer?
No, probably not.
You don't think it would be wrong?
Just kidding. Of course, bro.
Right? What if I ate him?
Still wrong.
Say again?
Still wrong. It's wrong. It's illegal. It's illegal.
Okay, but like, what if it was legal? Right? Because in some countries it is legal to kill and eat dogs, right?
But why do you want to kill your dog?
I don't want to. I'm just asking if it would be wrong.
Well, if it's in illegal countries, it's probably you can, but it's weird.
Why does the law matter, right? Like, because in some countries it's illegal for women to vote, right? Does that make it
Yeah.
moral for them not to be able to vote?
You're true, bro.
Say again?
Yeah, you have a point. Okay.
Right? So, like, legality shouldn't matter, right? Like, it should either be wrong for me to kill my dog, or it should be right, right? Like, it shouldn't matter whether or not it's legal.
Yeah.
Okay? So, like, is it wrong? Would it be wrong to kill my dog and eat my dog?
No, I guess.
No, I know.
I'm trying to understand. Look, it's wrong to kill your dog, but if it's in a legal country, you can do it. You just said it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, like, the law shouldn't matter, right? Because in different places, it's, like, different law,
Yeah.
right? And there's some laws where, like, we know the law is wrong, right? Like, we know it's wrong to, like, I don't know, be allowed to, like, stone someone to death for, like, theft or whatever, right? But, like, that used to be a law somewhere, right? But it was still wrong.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think the law should matter, right? Something should either be wrong or not wrong, and the law shouldn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
33. Oh wow.
Yeah. So, what if my dog was a cow?
Probably legal. 100% to eat it.
Well, would it be right? I'm not asking if it's legal. I'm asking if it's correct.
It's correct because it's an edible animal. Cows,
My
sheep.
dog's edible, right?
Yeah, but it's a pet.
Okay, but he's still edible regardless, right? Because you could have a pet cow, right? In fact, there are farmers who have pet cows that they don't kill, right? It's quite common on farms for like a farmer to get attached to one cow and that cow to become a pet, right? So pet cows exist.
Yeah.
So if some cows can be pets, that some dogs can also be pets, right? But we can also have meat dogs, right? That we eat.
Oh, yeah.
So like, why is it wrong to kill a dog, but it's not wrong to kill a cow? Like, what's the difference?
I don't know. I think you're in. Wait a minute. Animal rights activists,
Yeah.
right?
Can you read my T-shirt?
Oh, animal lovers don't eat animals. Okay, you're a vegan.
I'm vegan, yeah.
Okay, I respect you.
I wasn't always vegan. I used to eat animals for 28 years.
Why did you be vegan?
I saw some really awful footage about what happens in slaughterhouses, and I realized that I was paying for that to happen, and I didn't think it was right for me to pay for that to happen to animals, so I stopped.
Well, let me ask you something.
Please do.
Oh, in medieval, or older people in beginning of old, what do they eat? They needed to eat cows.
Yeah.
Like they were not vegan. They didn't eat grass, and that's my point, which is, and the thing is, omnivore and
Sorry.
omnivores.
Can I? Because you made a point. Can I address the point?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is like a long time ago we had to eat animals, therefore, like we ate animals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but a long time ago, like we needed slaves, right? Like.
Well, the thing is, look, it's important to eat animals. I'm sorry, but for the calcium and our bones will be very, very strong. And the thing is, it's not ended.
Wait. One point at a time, one point at a time. So you don't need to eat animals to get calcium, right? Like, I run ultra marathons, so I run 34 miles or 54 kilometers, whichever, like, your preferred unit of measurement is, in one day, right?
Oh.
Right, one day, right? It takes me about, 7 hours, right?
Yeah.
Right, that's really hard, and you have to be really fit to do that, right? You can't have any deficiencies, you can't have any sort of like, dietary sort of like failures, right? And I only eat plants, right? You can get calcium from green leafy vegetables, right? Kale, cabbage, things like that. You don't need to eat animals to get calcium. And also, there's like proof now to show that dairy actually causes osteoporosis, right? So dairy isn't actually good for your bones; it's actually bad for your bones. Dairy is actually one of the worst things you can eat if you want strong bones.
Calcium.
Yeah, dairy does contain calcium, but it also contains other things that like are really bad for your bones.
Okay, and let me ask you one more question.
Uh-huh.
Did you see people carnivores teeth is perfect, right? So those omnivores teeth. When you go to herbivore, their teeth is messed up.
Have you seen a gorilla's teeth?
No, I did not.
So a gorilla has really, really long canines, right? They have basically the same teeth as lions, right?
Okay.
When they eat plants.
I mean, eat. Wait a minute. Let me research.
Yeah, Google gorilla's teeth. Also, hippos have the largest canines on the planet. They don't eat meat.
Gorillas are omnivores.
No, they're not.
No, right?
No, they only
wait a minute.
They only eat shoots and leaves. They occasionally swallow flies, but I don't think that makes them.
Okay. But the thing is, gorillas are natural. God Himself made their teeth amazing. So they eat things that is hard.
Yeah, right? But like carnivores, right, in nature are natural, right?
Do you believe in God?
I do believe in God. I do.
You're a Christian.
No, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian.
What?
Say again?
What's your religion then?
I don't have a religion, but I believe in God. I just don't.
Agnostic.
Yeah, well, agnostic sort of means you don't know. I would say I'm a spiritual person.
Well, I'm a Muslim.
You're Muslim? Well, even better, right? Like if we look at the Islamic faith, right? If we look at the Quran, right?
Yes.
I think if we look at the Quran and the Hadiths, that's actually one of the religions that is most in favor of veganism, right? Because like halal slaughter, right, exists primarily for the benefit of the animal, right? Like if we look at like the requirements for how a Muslim person like needs to kill an animal in order for it to be acceptable to eat, permissible to eat, right? It shows the amount of consideration that is required for the animal, right? Like they have to be not able to see the knife. They have to not see any of their sort of fellow kin that have died, right? And then they have to be killed with one sharp, like as painless as possible, cut to the throat, right?
Oh, yes.
Right? Which clearly shows that when an animal needs to be killed, they should be killed in the kindest and most painless way possible, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then if we look at the hadith, right, which is like the stories of Muhammad, right, there's the one about the prostitute, the lady of low virtue, who was not going to go to heaven, and then she feeds a single animal. I think it's a dog or a cat, and because she
It's
feeds
an apple. It's an apple.
an apple,
What? Wait, can you repeat again? I think I did not hear.
yeah, there's a prostitute who feeds an animal.
Yes, it does, because it was hungry and there
Yes.
was nothing else.
Uh-huh. And that gets her into paradise, right? She gets into paradise because of that.
Yeah, but wait a minute. What does God needs to do at this point? Feed him grass?
Well, no, because like so when the Quran was written 1400 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And it was written for all time, right? It's never edited, right? It's written once and it's for all time, right? Right, but when it was written 1400 years ago, we didn't have refrigeration, we didn't have like frozen food, we didn't have all year round farming, we didn't have global trade, right? So at some point in our life, we might find ourselves without food, and the only option is to kill an animal, eat an animal, right? So like God couldn't say don't eat animals, because when the Quran was written, you might actually have to eat an animal to not die, right?
Yeah.
Right? But it says that when you need to kill an animal, right, you should do so in this really kind way, right? In the kindest way possible, right? And then we also see in the hadith, right, the one about the lady who feeds the dog means that being kind to an animal is enough to get you into heaven, right? Being kind to one animal is enough to get you into paradise, right? And then
Okay,
there's two more hadiths. Let me talk about the other two more hadiths, and I'll. So the other hadith is the one about the lady who doesn't feed an animal, right? She is the care provider for a dog or a cat, I can't remember. And because she does not look after this animal, the animal dies, and she does not get into heaven. So being needlessly failing to look after one animal got her out of heaven. Right? Being cruel to one animal got her out of heaven. Right? And then there's the story of Muhammad and the camel. Muhammad comes across a camel that is clearly struggling, and he goes up to the camel and he gives the camel the ability to speak. Right? And he says to the camel, like, you can speak now. Are you overladen? Like, has your owner put too much weight on you? And the camel says, yes, I cannot carry this much. I'm struggling. And Muhammad says, listen to, like, from now on, the person who owns the camel, you can't overload your camel. You must only put the amount of weight on your camel that your camel can carry, right? So, like, there's so much evidence within Islam and within the Quran and the Hadith that, like, we should be kind to animals and we shouldn't abuse them if we don't need to.
Oh, you say that Islam is vegan.
I think it has the most I think it has the most within its texts to incentivize Muslims to go vegan, right? I think of all religions, it's one of the religions that is most obvious that like we should care about animals. Because there's no other like religious texts that like, well, I mean, like there's Buddhism, I suppose, but like of the Abrahamic faiths, none of the other ones are so overtly like considerate of animals, right?
Right.
Right? And like if like if we're talking about like a halal meal, right? Then the most halal right thing we could do would be to not kill any animals, right? Like
Well, cows and sheep are halal.
only if killed in the correct way, right?
And yes, it's
Right.
not in pain. If you kill it in pain, it's haram.
Exactly.
If you kill it,
right?
yeah.
But my point is, right, the reason halal exists is because when the book was written, when the Quran was written, it was for all time, right? And at certain parts of our history, we had to eat animals to survive. We now live in a time where we don't have to, right?
Oh, look, let me explain to you. The thing is, look, in Islam, it's not vegan. So you're saying, in old times we used to eat meat, right?
Yeah.
But we still need to get the proteins. And the thing is, vegan diets are expensive, and vegan diets are lacking key nutrients.
They're not. That's not true. So, like, there's proof now that you don't like a vegan diet is
Wait a minute.
say again.
Like, but vegans doesn't save the environment, especially when you compare it to the fact that a large portion of vegan foods are unhealthy, highly processed, and have low nutritional value.
So that's not true. Most vegan food, right? You already eat, right? Like falafel is vegan, hummus is vegan, right? Chips are vegan. All vegetables are vegan, right? Rice is vegan, wheat is vegan. Like when you say like vegan food is highly processed, you're talking about like Beyond Burgers, right? You're talking about like fake meats, right? You're not talking about normal food, right? Like beans, chickpeas, like these things are not processed. They're just beans, right? You know?
By the way, you eat like vegan burgers?
Not really. I mostly just eat like curries and chilies and stews and like vegetables and like fruits and stuff, like
Oh,
nuts and wheats and rice.
maybe you're true, but the thing is, we still need to eat to not survive, but get the nutrients to become more healthy.
Yeah,
Look, it's
as
not
I
only calcium, just
as I
even
said,
more proteins makes you higher, especially chicken. If you see bulking people, then gym bulking people, what they eat chickens, right?
no. So
They
there are
eat.
wait. There are a lot of bodybuilders now that are vegan, right? And there's a guy called Patrick Baboumian. Um,
His name again?
say again.
Say the name again.
Patrick Baboumian.
A boomian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was, I think I can't remember where he's from actually. He might have been Armenian. I think he's Armenian German. Um, and he was a huge man. He was like one of the world's strongest men at one point.
The
And he
thing is, it's
only
only one.
say again.
It's only one. It's only one. Okay.
No.
Patrick Boomian is
It's
good, but is it only 1%?
no.
99%?
It's not only one. I could list. We could go for ages, right? Like there's a UFC fighter who's vegan. There's multiple Olympic weightlifters that are vegan, right? Like it's not. You don't need to eat meat to be fit and healthy and strong. Right? I run ultra marathons. I don't eat meat. You know,
Okay.
like I, I know. Like I live in the UK. All of the fittest and healthiest people I know are vegans because I run around with vegan ultra runners, right? Like I spend all my time with vegans who go to the gym, and like this idea that like you need to eat meat to be healthy is just wrong. It's just like untrue. Like um hummus is full of protein, right? It's just chickpeas. Chickpeas are full of protein, right?
It's not only hummus. Hummus is not a food. It's a side dish.
No, it is, right? It is a side dish, but it's full of protein, right? Like it's what I'm saying is like there is a lot of protein in hummus that you probably don't realize, right?
Mm.
Like most beans, most legumes are chocked with protein, right? Soybeans, who I think you mentioned the environment earlier, um, the majority of like soybeans on this planet are actually fed to cattle. I think it's 96% of soybeans are fed to cattle, right? But the reason they feed soybeans to cattle is because they're full of protein, and obviously cows need to eat
Same for
protein.
chicken. And it's easier to obtain. I mean, it's pretty much the only source of vitamin B12, and it's packed with healthy fats and proteins,
Do you know
and it's a good
why?
energy source.
Do you know
But
why?
however, But
you know wh-
however,
wait.
yes,
Do you know why B12 is in chicken? Because they give B12 to chickens.
yes. But does vegan things have B12?
So you can get B12
No,
from
right?
yeast. You can get B12 from yeast. So if I go to my fridge, and I get out my Marmite, I'll show you my Marmite. So in my fridge, I have this thing called Mighty Yeast Extract, and it's vegan.
Okay.
It says vegan on the back. It's a vegan product.
Mhm.
It's Mighty Yeast Extract. It's basically
Yeah.
yeast, and it contains B12. It contains where does it say it?
But
Vitamin
only
B12. It says it contains 800% of my daily B12 per 100 grams. So if I have, what's 100 grams divided by 8? If I have like 12 grams of this a day, then I get all my B12 I need.
Oh.
So and this is a 240 gram container. So if I have a 20th of this a day, then I get all my B12.
Is there any vegan food that has protein in it? Protein
Yeah,
and
beans,
amino
chickpeas,
acids.
hummus, protein. Wait, I'll show you.
Okay.
Wait.
It's
I'm
wait a
gonna
minute.
go get my
It's small
cans.
amount.
It's not a small amount. It's a really big amount. You actually don't need that much protein every day. You really don't need that much protein. If you want to bodybuild, then you need quite a bit. But if you eat 1 can of beans every day, you get enough to like build a significant amount of muscle. Right, and eating 1 can of beans a day is not hard, right? A can of chickpeas is really cheap and it's really easy to just put in a curry and just eat. Right? Most legumes like tofu is vegan and contains a ridiculous amount of protein.
I eat tofu too.
Say again?
I eat tofu too, but yeah.
Tofu contains a ridiculous amount of protein, like a stupid amount of protein.
Okay, but it's not only the case of proteins. There's even more things that animal like contains because makes your teeth better, harder. Can you show me your teeth, please? And okay, can you go to DMs of an meat eater, please? Wait a minute.
Wait. So like you like your dental hygiene has nothing to do with like whether or not you eat meat or not. Right? The only thing that vegans struggle to get is B12. And you can get that by buying yeast extract. This is the only thing that vegans struggle to get. And the only reason vegans struggle to get B12 and meat eaters don't is because wait. Meat eaters eat meat that is substituted with B12. So they feed animals B12. Right? Right, so the B12 you get in animals isn't natural. It's fed to them in like B12 like sort of supplements. Right?
In Turkey, they do not feed that. What's that thing? Yeast extract?
Yeast extract. Yeast extract.
Yeah. In Turkey, there's no yeast extract. I'm not even lying.
It's just a sauce, right? It's not a supplement.
It's in America. It's in America. Wait, where do you live in?
No, it's British. It's British. It's Marmite.
Really?
You can definitely get Marmite. Marmite's a universal product. So all it is, like, it's this. It's like I'll get a spoon. I'm gonna eat my Marmite on camera. Let's go. So it's just yeast, right? It's like.
Yeah.
With yeast.
Oh.
I just tasted bread.
Tastes like bread?
Yeah, like bread.
I never ate that like vegan shit. I never ate in my life.
I'm not vegan.
Only
I ate this before I was vegan. This is just like a thing that we eat. Like most food that you eat that's vegan, you ate that you already eat, right? Like you eat most curries you eat probably vegan.
Here's the thing. Okay, I get it. It's probably healthy and contains B12, but uh, our elder people, like in back of the day, in the world, beginning of the world, they used to chew raw meat to
Yeah,
get better
but
teeth.
the thing is, right? We used to do
How
loads
to
of
get
things. You have to remember, right, that when the world began, we didn't have like regulations for like loads of things, right? Like we didn't have laws about the age that like children could consent to marriage or consent to giving childbirth, right? So people would have intercourse with literal children because we didn't have laws to stop it, right? Like the way the world works is that we constantly progress, right?
yeah.
Things get better as we gain more understanding, right? When 1,000 years ago we ate meat because we needed to eat meat, right? And we didn't really understand that much about animal suffering. Like we understood that they were like capable of like pain. We understood that they were capable of like consciousness and that they were individuals, but we didn't know to what extent. And we had to eat them to survive. So we just did the best we could. We killed them in the kindest way possible, and we didn't think about it too much because if we didn't eat them, we'd die, right? Now we're in a position where we don't have to eat them, and we can actually just eat a
No,
bunch of
I
different.
understand, but look, you do not understand. Okay, I get it. Proteins. But is it the same as meat?
Yeah, in fact, it's better for you. So the
I do
way.
not think so. I do not think so.
No, it is. It is. So the way, right? Are you aware that like processed meat is a class 1 carcinogen? So like sausages are like literally the same as like cigarettes and alcohol for like causing cancer, right? Like there's loads of studies that show that meat and animal products are actually really, really bad for our bodies, right? So like
Yeah.
plant-based meals uh, are actually significantly better for our bodies. Like I told you, I do ultra running. Um, most ultra runners, regardless of ethics, are actually plant-based because of the fact that if you have a plant-based diet, you significantly reduce the amount of inflammation in your system, right? Which actually causes you to recover quicker from exercise, right? So your body recovers quicker from strain because of not eating animal products. So
Okay.
there are actually a ridiculous amount of studies now that show that plant-based diets and being vegan is actually significantly better for
Yeah,
like.
vegan. I enjoy vegan foods too. But look, okay, I get it. Maybe it's good for your health. It's the same as meat, as you say. It won't even replace meat's good taste, the umami taste. Does a vegan things umami taste? Do you know what umami taste is?
Oh, so this
The
tastes
second
of umami. This is umami.
umami,
Yeah,
right?
umami.
Are you
Umami.
sure?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but meat has,
Really, really
but
strong. Like
meat tastes
really
good.
overpoweringly strong. Like
Like especially cow meat tastes good and has superior texture,
yeah, it
healthy,
does. I agree
and
with
it's
you.
cheaper.
Wait. I agree with. It's
How
not
much
cheaper.
is your steak like?
So
How
it's
much
not
is
cheap. It's not
your
cheaper than
steak like?
beans, right? Beans is always going to be cheaper, right? Like if you just
Let me
ate,
see. Let me,
if you ate soybeans, it's always going to be cheaper than meat, right? It just is, right?
no.
But the point is, right? So your argument essentially is that you enjoy eating meat, right? And meat tastes nice, right?
Mhm.
And that is an argument, but I don't think it's an argument that justifies killing a sentient creature, right? Like, I don't think saying,
Kill them.
wait. I don't think saying my pleasure is more important than their life, right? Like, I think if you say me not dying because I need to eat is more important than their life, I think that's okay, right? Because, like, you're essentially saying I choose them to die instead of me to die, which I think is fair. But if you say I choose them to die because I want to enjoy myself, I think that's wrong,
Mhm.
right? And I think the
Mhm.
Quran and the Hadiths imply that, Islam believes that to be
Muhammad,
wrong
wait
too.
a minute. Muhammad ate sheep and calves.
He did, but he needed to, right? Because Muhammad
Plus
lived.
vegan things.
Muhammad.
Terrorists use
Mhm.
extracts in that years. So why
There
didn't
are.
he eat vegan things and
Because
continue to eat sheep?
so we know he did eat vegan things too, right? But we also know
Yeah.
he ate meat, right?
He could be vegan, and it will say in Quran, but it did not.
No, it couldn't say in the Quran, right? Because there were certain times when you had to eat animals, right? Right. I think
Right.
there's a passage in the Quran that says um I can't remember what it is, but it's something about um
Tell
men
me.
men who have to defend their families should like eat lots of meat, right? Like it, and the idea is that you know if you need to be fit and healthy, then you should be fit and healthy, right? And when we talk about the things that we eat now as vegans, they weren't readily available 1400 years ago, right? Like most of the vegetables that I eat now didn't exist 1400 years ago because we'd not bred them. We'd not genetically sort of modified vegetables by breeding them into a certain way, because the way we alter vegetables by breeding them, right? Like that's how it works, right? So they didn't exist 1,000 years ago, right? We didn't have cabbages and broccoli 1,000 years
Well,
ago.
probably vegan things existed in these years.
No, they did, but not to the same extent, right? Like you couldn't in the Middle East, you couldn't get soybeans, right? Whereas now you can just buy soybeans in the Middle East, right?
Mhm.
Like the thing is there were foods that were vegan, right? But you couldn't sustain yourself on them all year round, right? And you also
Yes.
couldn't cross the desert with them, right? Like there's passages in the Quran where people literally cross the desert, right? You can't cross the desert with a bag of vegetables, right? The only
Yeah.
way you're crossing the desert is if you take a camel with you and halfway across you kill your camel, right?
Mhm.
So there are things that were done that could not have been done on a vegan diet in the Quran.
Oh, wait a minute. What's your point on this?
My point is Muhammad ate meat because he had to eat meat, right? He didn't eat meat because there were vegetables that he could have eaten and he just decided to kill animals instead, right? He ate meat because it was permissible to eat meat because you had to eat meat, therefore he ate meat, right? Whereas now
Oh.
you live in a city with a supermarket, right?
Your point is correct, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
But I don't know. Like in some countries, yeast extract tofu doesn't exist,
Yeah,
especially in
that's
Turkey.
fine.
In tofu is
I
in
think that's
Japan.
fine. I think if you live in a country where you can't be vegan, I think it's okay to not be vegan, right?
Do
But
you
if
respect meat eaters?
I respect meat eaters who need to eat meat, right? And I think I've been respectful to you, right? I don't think I've been disrespectful, have I?
Yeah.
Have I been disrespectful?
You're being respectful, yes.
Okay. Well, because I used to eat meat, right? Like I ate meat for 28 years, right?
Mhm.
Right, and I didn't actually learn about being vegan until someone explained it to me. So I don't think people should be ashamed of what they're doing if they don't know any better, right? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Right? I think we have to accept people where they are and have an honest conversation with them, openly, right?
Did you know that in Islam? I kind of forgot. Not gonna lie.
You can't what, sorry?
What was it? Oh, the prophet's child was very hungry, and God found a sheep to eat him.
Yeah.
Yes, do you know that?
I do, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he could spawn vegan.
He could have done.
wanted to. He's God. He's God.
He could have done, yeah.
Yes.
But I think
And then what?
I think it's important, right, that if you were hungry, right? Let's say you were hungry, right? And a omnipotent being that could do whatever they wanted was going to feed you, right? Would it be fairer? Would it make more sense for that being to create a food that you would recognize as food, right? Something that you would understand to be food.
I know, but this proves my point of God could spawn vegan things if he like the vegan is a good thing, but God isn't crucial, so he spawned meat to eat.
Well, he could have created an animal that didn't suffer, right? Like the animal that was made,
He suffered. He suffered. I mean, he did not. I guess
right?
animals do not suffer if you behave them quickly. Like
I think they do. I think I've seen footage of animals being beheaded.
slaughterhouse. There's no
No.
slaughterhouse in
I've
Turkey.
seen them. I've seen halal slaughter. And I think they suffer. And I think
My family and I help them to cut a sheep. So we hold their legs and we just got a sharp knife. So we very make it sharp. Like it cuts very nice. And we just hit him in one cut, so he doesn't even feel.
no, I think he does feel. I think he feels the least pain as possible, but I think he suffers pain, very short amount of pain, right?
In
And also,
800
wait.
France.
Also, that animal could continue existing, right? The animal doesn't need to die, right? The animal could continue having a nice life, right? Like the animal that you're killing, like, is a conscious creature with like an understanding of life, right? Like, they're not just a drone, right? They have a personality. They are an individual, right? They could continue having their life, right? There's no need for them to not have it anymore.
They are already like, as I heard, 32 billions of sheep and cows. Okay, but like his life is only like, okay, I get it, but only eating grass and doing not improve. I mean, it does make
So
cows
what?
make
It's
milk.
important to him, right? He
It's
thinks it's
important,
important,
but
right? He gets to, like,
pain.
you think that all he does is eat grass, right? And like do nothing, but like,
In 800s, France,
mhm,
Napoleonic times, they used to behave people,
they did.
right?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that was wrong
and
too.
yeah, it's human, but the thing is, it's as scientifically, it's not feeling any pain. I'm
No,
pretty sure that.
there's so
No,
that wait. So there's proof now to show that animals like suffer like they feel pain even after like decapitation, right?
yeah,
Like we literally have studies where we decapitate thousands of rats a year, and it's awful, right?
yeah.
And we literally can see that these animals still suffer even after they've beheaded the animal, right? Like they still suffer pain, right? Their neurons are still firing. They're still consciously like receptive of like what's happening, right? Like,
Oh yeah, but scientifically, I heard that it's only like a no. This is real, by the way. You can research. It's like a needle. What was it? Like pushing into your finger, like 2 doses of pain. It's not that much. Oh,
it's
you know
still
why?
pain though,
Because
right? It's still
when you
pain.
behave a thing,
It's
the
needless pain.
neurons is too quick. When it's too quick, the pain becomes even like 3 doses. It's very. It
But
feels pain, but little like there's
but
not even.
the point is, we don't need to eat these animals, right? So this pain is needless, right? We don't need to eat them, right? You live in a country, you live in a city where you could buy plants. You don't need to eat animals, right? So if you do, any okay, left. Yeah, that's fair. Are we done? Are we done? We might be done, team. Ow. Oh, thank you for watching, whoever did. I hope anyone who did had a. Oh, hello, honey.
Hello, I like your makeup.
Thank you. And this is my funeral attire.
Yo, what?
I'm off to a funeral on Friday, so I thought I'd try out my outfit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna be visiting one, right?
I'm gonna be Yeah, I'm going to one of my friend died. I'm off to his funeral.
So why are you wearing makeup to a funeral?
And they said express yourself. They said do not come in black. Come in an expressive.
So it's like a Gen Z funeral.
No, he was 58. He was 58.
Oh, what? So it should be simple, bro.
Why? What's wrong with having an expressive funeral, even though you're old?
Damn, I've never heard of anything like this before.
Okay. I've got a picture of him.
But it sounds nice. It sounds fun.
Yeah, he was a.
It's like
Go on.
you're fantasizing. It's like you're romanticizing the death of someone.
No, no, not at all. Right? I very much wish he wasn't dead.
I mean, I meant to say not the death, but like the death ceremony of someone.
Yeah, right. It's like, well, I think you can still be sad and look like this, right? Like I'm gonna be fucking crying, right? I'm gonna
Yeah,
be.
you can still cry in that.
Yeah, right.
That is true.
Like that's why I did it so big, because I'm gonna cry a lot, right?
Mhm.
And it's gonna,
Yeah.
you know,
It's gonna wear off.
yeah. Excuse me. Yeah.
Ah, but I'm sorry for your loss, man.
Thank you. Yeah, he was a wonderful guy. He died suddenly. Actually, it was really sad. I run. I'm a runner.
Okay.
So he was at a running event and he just dropped dead. Midway through,
Oh.
he was running and then he
So he
died.
was midway running.
Yeah, he had really bad he had really bad heart disease and nobody knew it. Oh,
Bro, that's like
yeah.
he should have considered the fact that he has a heart disease.
Yeah, but he was also like a marathon runner, and marathon runners don't know how to like consider things. They just know how to push
Oh my
themselves.
god. This is like suicide, bro. I'm sorry, but
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think
because like I know if I know that I have a disease, so I won't do anything that'll trigger it.
yeah. I think he thought he had it under control. I think he thought he understood his body, and unfortunately he didn't.
Oh my god, poor guy.
Well, he's dead. Poor us, right? Like I don't think he's suffering. He's gone. It's his friends and
Oh, maybe
family.
he's in a better place.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like I don't think he's suffering. I think it's the rest of
Yeah.
us who are the ones who should be, pitied, I suppose.
I think he's in heaven and we're the ones in hell.
Exactly, right? We're the ones who miss him. Death doesn't happen to us, it happens to our family, right? I think that's the famous quote.
That is true. What if he's just wandering around like a soul,
I think he
enjoying?
is. I think I feel his
Oh, you got a
presence.
dog.
I do have a dog.
What's its name?
His name is Sarge.
Sarge.
Yeah, like Sergeant.
Okay.
I named him after a comic book character. I'm not just like obsessed with the military. He's a cutie.
So can you do any tricks with him? Like, does he listen to you?
He knows bathtub.
Bathtub.
Yeah, if you tell him to go in the bathtub, he'll go and get in the bathtub.
Oh, what if you ask him to sit?
Saji? Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, come here. Come here. Sit. Good boy. Paw. Good boy. Lie down. Lie. Good boy. Bugger off.
Aw,
No. Yeah, he knows
that was
stuff.
really cute.
He knows like the name of his toys as well, so he'll like run around and like get his toys.
How old is he though?
He's 3.
Sheesh.
Yeah. He's
How
vegan.
how old do they last?
Border collies last about like 15, 16 years, I think.
Oh, so he's very young.
Yeah, no, he's really young.
He's like a baby.
Yeah, he is very much a baby. He's still sort
Aw.
of learning.
So when did you have him?
I got him back 2.5 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what was like the size of it when
Oh,
you
he was
got
really
him?
small. He was really small.
Oh,
He was
look at him now. He's like a beast now.
yeah. He's a medium-sized dog. So he's not a big dog, but he's like a medium-sized dog.
Is he gonna grow taller
No,
more?
no, no. He's fully grown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Do you think dogs need to eat meat?
Uh, I guess.
Would you be like, would you find it odd if he didn't?
I think dogs have their own moods. Like some dogs might need it, some might not.
No, so he doesn't like need, right? Need is different to like want, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't eat any meat.
Okay.
He just eats vegetables.
Oh, I thought they were only good with dog food.
So he does have some dog food, but it's like plant-based dog food.
Okay.
But he's mainly rice and vegetable stew, and then oatmeal basically. He eats oatmeal, dog food, and rice and vegetables.
Oh, so it's like a proper, it's like a human diet. It's like very,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
damn.
a dog diet, right? He eats dog food. It's just that it's similar food to like a human might eat.
Dude, I thought having a dog is easy. All you gotta do is get them dog food and you'll be good to go.
Well, you can do that, but it's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually cook for him similar food to what I cook for me.
Okay.
And I just give him like the rice. So I'll make rice every night, and I'll give him like half the rice, and then I'll give him like his food on the rice, and I'll have my food on my rice.
Okay.
Um,
So it's just the two of you in the house?
yeah, it's me and my dude.
Damn.
But he's like big and healthy and strong, right? And he doesn't eat any meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people get really
Oh,
confused when I say that he doesn't eat meat. They think that like dogs need to eat meat.
yeah.
Do you think
Is
we
this
need to eat meat?
yes.
Why?
For energy?
What about him? Does he not need energy?
Mm,
He
he
seems
does too.
pretty energetic, right? And he doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
Have you heard of vegans before?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I'm a vegan,
Mm-hmm.
and I've not eaten meat, eggs, or dairy, or like any animal products for 4 years.
For 4 years.
Yeah. And I run like ultra marathons and shit now.
Sheesh.
Yeah. On last Saturday. Oh no, 2 Saturdays ago, I ran 34 miles in one day, which is
34 miles.
54 kilometers.
Holy.
Yeah, it took me 8 hours.
8 hours. That's amazing, dude.
Yeah, right? And I don't eat any animal products, right? That's a lot of energy for someone who doesn't eat any animal products.
Yeah. So how do you sustain your energy then? What do you eat?
So in ultra marathons, you basically eat just sugar, right? Like you just eat sugar, um, because all you need is
But,
energy, right? So
but isn't sugar bad?
not if you're running an ultra marathon. Sugar is bad if you're not
Okay.
burning off, right? But if you're running for 8 hours straight, then sugar is really good for you, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, usually sugar is not good for you. But if you're just running, then you need a lot of sugar. Or carbohydrates, like if you obviously the night before you eat carbohydrates, so you eat like rice and shit. Um, but on the day you just eat a lot of sugar. Um, but like to get like protein, you eat like legumes and you eat like beans and you eat like tofu and like soya and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then like to get iron and stuff, you'd eat like green leafy vegetables. So you might eat like cabbage or like kale or spinach, things like that.
Oh, can I see your kitchen?
Can you see my kitchen?
Is this on your laptop or your phone?
It's on my webcam. My kitchen's
Oh,
there.
can you go closer?
No, I can't. I'm attached to my computer.
Oh, it's attached. It's okay. So this is your whole apartment. That's it.
I have a bedroom too,
Okay.
and a bathroom, obviously.
So how did that transition happen from eating meat to not eating meat?
So I actually saw a slaughterhouse video, and I didn't realize how sort of awful it is for animals that we eat. And I basically saw a cow being beheaded, and I
Okay.
realized that like this wasn't what I expected, right? I expected like an animal to like just painlessly like be killed and then like steaks to come out, right? But I actually watched what happens to the animals, and I realized that like I'd been paying for this, and I didn't want to pay for it anymore. So the person who showed me it basically said, look, if you think this is wrong, then you shouldn't pay for other people to like do this action so you can eat meat. And I was like, yeah, you're right. How do I be vegan? Like how do I have a diet and be healthy? And they were like, oh, it's really easy. And once I realized it was really easy, I just went and did it. But I basically did it overnight.
Damn. So mostly it's like people take time to, adjust.
I think it's about half and half. Some people will like go vegetarian because they think that like that stops animals being killed, and they'll be
Mm-hmm.
vegetarian for like decades, and then they'll realize that like eggs and like milk is really really bad, and then they'll go vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will have no idea about anything, and then
Mm-hmm.
someone will show them like slaughterhouse footage, and they'll just be like fuck, and they'll go vegan overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's about half and half.
But dude, this has been going on for since the humanity started. Like
Yeah, but
they've always slaughtered animals. They've always, eaten meat.
I just make it good though, right? Like we used to put people on like boats and in cages, right, and use them as like slave labor, right? And we did that
Yeah.
for like a significant part of human history. But that doesn't make it good, right? That just means we hadn't realized it was wrong yet. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, women couldn't vote until very recently in most countries. Um, it's only recently that we've started sort of exploring the fact that we inherently are racist, and like we should like try and not be racist, right? Like we're now like teaching like critical race theory that says that everyone is inherently racist because of the way they're brought up, and we should
Mm-hmm.
sort of like try and sort of combat that by making people aware of their sort of like prejudices, right? Like there are loads of
Mm-hmm.
things that like only like recently have we started to really sort of you know
Mm-hmm.
make like sort of positive progression on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's weird actually. Like most people think that like children are like sacred and like we've always cared about them, but only like 100 years ago did we start implementing laws to say that children should be protected, right? Like
Yeah,
you know,
you're right.
do you think that let's say that like you could have a diet where you didn't eat
Mm-hmm.
any animals, right? Like and you could be healthy and
Okay.
fit and like have a happy life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's okay to pay for animals to be killed just because you enjoy the taste of animal products?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's okay, but I think I would agree that I've been doing this and I'm a part of it.
Yeah. I used to be a part of it, right? Like I used to do it, right? I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with like the actions you did yesterday if you didn't know they were wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like cuz for 28 years I paid for animals products completely oblivious to the fact that I was doing something wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um and then one day I
But
saw, sorry, go on.
like humans are superior beings,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Rest of the nature is created to help them.
Well, I think I think you can have two different views of superior, right? Like adults are superior to children, right?
Yeah.
But we don't abuse we used to abuse children for our benefit, right? And now we've decided that actually, because we're superior to children, we should protect those children, right? Right? So I think it's the same for animals. I think humans are superior to most animals. And previously, humans decided that because they were superior, they could exploit those animals, right? But I think we should protect them, right? I am superior to my dog, right? But I think it's my obligation to look after him so that he has a happy life, not abuse him for my benefit.
True.
Right?
I mean, I agree with that, but like, I think religiously, gods haven't told us to like not do this.
Can
Not
I
take.
ask what religion?
I'm Muslim.
Okay. So I would actually argue in Islam it is pretty clear cut that like we shouldn't abuse animals. Right? Like I think
That
Islam
is
is one
true.
of the best Abrahamic texts
Mm-hmm.
showing that like you shouldn't abuse animals, right? We have in the Quran we literally have halal slaughter, right? Which um, says that when you need to kill animals, they should be given such certain
Yeah,
considerations, right?
that is true.
Right? And also like within the hadiths, right? There's multiple stories that show that animal consideration is actually like really highly valued, right? There's a story about a prostitute who gets into heaven because she feeds a cat or a dog, I can't remember.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, and even though she's a woman of low virtue, one act of kindness to one animal gets her into paradise, right? So like this
Yeah.
tiny act of kindness to this one animal is enough to get her into paradise, which means that kindness to an animal is actually really highly valued. And then there's another story in the hadith about a lady of high virtue who is responsible for another animal. I think it's a dog or a cat. Again, I can't remember. And because she doesn't feed that animal dies. And even though
Right.
she's a woman of high virtue, she does not get into heaven. She doesn't get into paradise because she was
Okay,
cruel
I
to
haven't
one
heard
animal.
this one.
What? Sorry?
I haven't heard this one.
Okay. And then there's another hadith which there's one about the camel. Have you heard about Muhammad giving the camel the ability to speak?
No.
Okay, so there's a hadith about a man who owns a camel and uses a camel to like move goods around.
Okay.
And Muhammad sees that this camel is struggling, and he goes up to the man and the camel, and he gives the camel the ability to speak. And he
Yeah.
says to the camel, like, are you overloaded? Are you carrying too much weight? And the camel says, yes. Like, I can carry weight, but I can't carry this much weight. And Muhammad says to the person who owns the camel, from now on, you'll only put as much weight on your camel as your camel can carry.
True.
Right? So, like, these stories clearly show that, like,
Yeah.
we shouldn't abuse animals for our benefit, right? We should give them the consideration they deserve, right? And I think it's in like the Quran was written 1400 years ago, right? And 1400 years ago, it was written once. It was never edited. It's one book for all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has to cover all of those years, right? And into the future too, right?
True.
And when it was written, like if you wanted to cross the desert, you couldn't cross the desert with a bag of vegetables, right? If you wanted to cross the desert, you had to take your camel with you, and halfway through, kill your camel and eat your camel. It's the only way you could cross the desert, right? So it could not say do not eat animals, right? But like as we progress, as we have all year round farming and refrigeration and like freezers and like world trade, it's really easy to not eat meat, right? So like the only reason we eat meat now is because we want to, not because we need to. So to say that like, you know, a woman who was cruel to a single animal didn't get into heaven, but I'm gonna needlessly kill animals every single day because I enjoy the taste of their flesh. I don't really see how they stack up, you know?
Dude, you're right. You got a point.
Thank you.
I mean, I never thought it this way. You're right.
Yeah.
But
And like
like,
there's nowhere in Islam that says that you have to eat meat, right? Like there's Eid. I give you that there's Eid, right? But Eid only talks about a sacrifice, right? It doesn't have to be
yeah.
an animal, right?
But you have to sacrifice. Like you don't have to, but you can like
Yeah.
at Eid.
Right, but you could sacrifice. Like there are vegan Muslims who, because the whole point of Eid, right, is you create a big meal and you share it with your family and your friends and those who are
Helpless.
helpless, right? Right. The whole point is like make lots of food, give it to people, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be kill an animal, give it to people. It's just the idea is like you give your food to people who need food, right? Like freely, right? And that's like the whole point of it, right? And like if we've sort of come to the conclusion that the Quran and the Hadiths is implying that if we don't need to eat animals, we shouldn't because we should give them consideration, right? Then to take one story of Eid and say like Eid says we can kill animals, therefore we should kill animals, is actually sort of like corrupting the story of Eid, right? Because the whole point of Eid is about being selfless, right? The original story is uh, Allah saying to Abraham, like, kill your child to prove to me that you are selfless, to prove to me that you believe in me and that you worship me and that like you are willing to do what I ask of you. And Abraham says, I don't want to kill my son. And God says, no, this is a test. You must do it. And he goes, okay, I'm going to kill my son. And after, like, he's about to kill his son, Allah says, actually, you passed the test. Here is food, right? I'm giving you food. This is your reward for passing the test. Your family will eat tonight, right? You will have a good meal, right? So it's about selflessness, right? And to take that story and use it to justify killing animals that we don't need to kill is like gluttonous, right? It's like corrupting the message of the story.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you've done your research. Damn.
I have a lot of Muslim friends who are vegan, and I've spoken to a lot of Muslims. Like, I live in Bradford, which is the most Islamic city in the UK.
Okay.
So, you know, I think it's like 3 in 10 of the people I meet are Muslims. So it makes sense. I've spoken to imams. I've spoken to people who are on like preaching tours. So they've come from like Saudi Arabia to like preach like the Quran and stuff to like you know, UK Muslims and like sort of they maybe have a better understanding of it because they come from like, you know, a place where, you know, the religion is sort of more sort of like, I don't know, it's followed in a different, I don't know why they come, but you know, they came from Saudi Arabia to like speak about the Quran and you know,
So
I've spoken
when you
to them.
talk to them about this,
Yeah, so
what do they say?
they usually say that I have all the points, but at the end of the day, it is up to the individual person, like what they choose to do, right? So like, like you as an individual, like are not breaking any specific rules in the Quran if you choose to eat meat, right?
Yeah.
But like I make the argument that like because the Quran is written for all time, it has to be like a set of guidelines that cover a ridiculous amount of time, right? And a ridiculous amount of like possibilities. And we should follow it. We should follow the intention of it, the spirit of it, right? Like it is a text given to us in order to like help us be good people, right? It's to guide us to do like the best we can, right? I think if you say, even though I know this isn't the best I can do, I'm allowed to do it because the book doesn't forbid it, then I don't think you're really following like the spirit of the Quran, right? You're just sort of like litigating the Quran, right? And I think if you're litigating like the word of God, you're not really like being like a
good Muslim.
Right, exactly, right? Like it would be like I use the argument that like within the Quran, self-defense is allowed, right? If someone attacks you, you're allowed to defend yourself, right?
Okay.
Right? But you don't go out into the street and goad people to attack you so you can kill them, right?
Yeah.
Because that would be wrong, right?
That would be wrong.
But under like the strict like sort of codex of the Quran, that would be allowed, right?
Because You can call it as self-defense.
Exactly, right? And I think that's
Mm.
like we know that like that would be bad, right? We know that that would be incorrect. And yet,
Mm-hmm.
if you say like the Quran doesn't tell me not to do this, that's kind of what you're doing, right? You're saying like I don't really care like what the spirit of the Quran is and what like all of the various different texts sort of lead me to believe is the best action. As long as it doesn't outlaw it, then I should be allowed to do it. Then I think that's sort of like not being good faith, I would say.
Sheesh, bro. I'm like, you got me thinking, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I
cause
went
like
vegan overnight. Like I straight up just went
yeah.
vegan overnight. And it's the best decision I've ever made.
So do you like go to these conferences of vegan people?
I did actually. We did have a conference a couple of months ago.
Okay.
But no, usually
How
I
was
just
that?
go and talk to people. I usually just go and have conversations with people. And the reason I do it is because I would have never known about like the stuff I know about if someone hadn't spoken to me, right? Like I don't really care like whether or not like people um decide to go vegan or not, right? I want them to have the same access to information that I had, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Because I see that the person who told me about slaughterhouses, I think, did me a kindness, right?
Mm. So he's like a savior for you.
Yeah, right. Because I was doing something that I didn't know I believed was wrong, right? I thought what I
Mm-hmm.
was doing was correct, and then I realized that I wasn't. Like I was doing something that I didn't know was wrong. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that's sort of why I do it. It's not really about like I don't know.
But
I
you don't
think
hate the people, right? The who eat
no,
meat.
it would be wrong, right? Because
Yeah.
then I would have to have hated myself, right? Like and you know the person who spoke to me clearly didn't hate me, right?
Yeah. But I think it's more about your choice.
Why I don't know. I think the animals don't have a choice, right? Like you know,
Yeah.
right? I
But
think if
but
we
don't you
know
think
something is
they're
wrong,
eventually they're gonna get eaten by a supreme species?
mm, why? I don't. I mean, I don't think they are. Right? Like my dog is never gonna get eaten, right? Like he's never gonna get eaten,
Yeah.
right? Unless I decide to eat him, he's not gonna get eaten, right?
Yeah. But what if but if he was in the forest, he would have gotten eaten. He might have.
He would, right? But like the cows that we eat, they don't exist in the
Mm-hmm.
forest, right? They exist in warehouses. You know, like the animals that we eat are bred into like a usually a pretty cruel existence, right? And they're confined and kept in like small spaces. They're force fed like large amounts of food so that they fatten up quickly, so that they use less resources. Um, they lead pretty miserable lives,
Yeah.
right? And at the end, they're killed with halal slaughter, right? But that doesn't cover
Mm-hmm.
the part of their lives where they're like kept in tiny like sort of cramped conditions, force fed large amount of food, killed at usually like 18 months old, even though they could live like 20 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the halal slaughter only covers the slaughter part, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when we look at the egg industry is abhorrent, right? Like all eggs are halal, right?
Okay.
Right? But like in the egg
Yeah.
industry, they blend male chicks alive, right? But
Yeah, there's a lot of corruption.
the death of the
Like,
male chicks doesn't make the eggs not halal, right? So there's no such thing as halal certified eggs, right?
yeah,
But all eggs do really, really abhorrent things to chicks.
true.
So like, you know, but because like because the way we now factory farm and kill animals is so like modernized and disgusting and like, you know, industrialized, like halal certifications doesn't actually like cover like the cruelty, right? The cruelty is too much.
Yeah, it's
You know.
yeesh, bro.
Would you be willing to try like a plant-based diet for like a couple like there's something called Challenge 22,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you sort of like help and advice and like resources to go plant-based for 22 days.
I mean, I would go for it. Like, I would
Yeah,
give it a try and see how it works for me.
because like honestly, it's the best decision I ever made, and it's really like, can I DM you?
Yeah, sure.
Um, they say that if you do something for 22 days, it sticks.
Yeah, it becomes a habit.
Yeah. And this website gives you like loads of health and resources, and it makes sure that you get all like the nutrients and shit you need, so you're not like unwell, right? Because we want people to be
All
healthy.
right.
Whee. Do what you do. But you'd be surprised at how much food is already vegan. Like falafel and hummus and things like that are already vegan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. You DM'd me?
I did.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Challenge 22. Alright, I'll check it out.
Thank you. I hope it goes well, and I hope you stick to it. It's there's a lot of like there's a lot of Muslims now that are vegan. It's not like a
Mm-hmm.
there's representation within most religions.
Yeah.
But I honestly prefer talking to like Muslims about veganism because like it's there's just so much within the Quran and the Hadiths that like shows that like
Yeah.
consideration for animals is like core to like Islam, right? Like it's like such a intrinsic part of Islam.
Mm-hmm.
That
I think I googled it, right? And it says, according to Islam, human beings are allowed to use animals,
Mhm.
but only if the rights of the animals are respected.
Yeah. I don't know. I think in like in the animal rights movement now we now talk about negative rights, right? So negative rights are
Okay.
the right not to have something done to you. So the right not to be
Mm-hmm.
killed, the right not to be incarcerated, the right not to be like sexually violated, right? Um
Mm-hmm.
and you know any animal, right, that we eat, you have to violate their right not to be killed, right? You know?
Yeah.
And if you were literally in a survival situation and you needed to kill an animal to survive, then you have to decide whether you want to die or they should die, right? And I think that's a fair decision, right? I think saying I'm going to kill this animal so that I don't have to die, I think is okay, right? But I think saying I'm going to kill this animal because I like the taste of their flesh, I don't think that's particularly sort of like benevolent, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because even if they're a lowly animal, right? Even if they're a beast, right?
Mm-hmm.
They still have a life experience, right? They still like my dog is a bit of an idiot, right? But he clearly cares about that ball, and he clearly
Yeah.
wants to play with that ball, and he clearly is
Yeah.
enjoying like
And
playing
he
with the
has
ball,
emotions.
right? And like we could do this for the next 10 years, right? And he'd enjoy every single day just as much,
Mm.
you know.
Imagine a world where animals had, the ability to speak.
I think they do. I think they do. They just speak in gesture, right? And
Yeah,
like sign language is a language, right?
it is.
I think they don't know many words, right? If my dog could speak, he would just keep shouting, play with me, mama, play with me, right? And occasionally he'd say, mama, I'm hungry, and occasionally he'd say, mama, I really need a wee, right? He wouldn't say very much, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's an experiment where they take people and they play two different um like pig squeals, and they ask which one's happy and which one's sad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone knows which one's happy and which one's sad. Everyone, every single person who's ever been like asked knows, right?
Damn.
So we know the noise that
Yeah,
they're
it's like
happy at.
non-verbal communication.
Exactly, right? Oh, I mean, it's verbal, right? It's verbal. It's just non-English, right? They're using their vocal cords, right? It's non-language,
Yeah,
right?
it's their language.
Right? Yeah. But it's so we understand their vocalizations, right? Like we just don't listen to them. You know, we don't respect them.
True.
We understand that a crying baby, there's a problem, right? And we understand that a laughing baby is having fun, right?
Yeah.
And if we had a human and all they could do was cry or laugh, we wouldn't say they couldn't communicate, right? Because they would be able to communicate. They would just only be able to tell us if they're really happy or really sad.
True.
I don't know. I used to not really think about this very much. I used to not really care, right, about the sentient experience of animals. And then once
Yeah.
I stopped eating them, I realized that like these animals are like so much more than I'd given them
But
credit for.
what do you think is gonna happen if we suddenly stop using animals?
So I don't think we suddenly will, but I think
But like, what if?
gradually over time we will stop.
Do you think something's gonna happen to their population?
Oh, we'll stop breeding
Like,
them,
will
right?
it?
We won't breed as many, right? Currently on the planet we have 73 billion chickens, right? Which make up
Okay.
60% of all birds on the planet are chickens.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, and with mammals it's even worse, right? With land animals, land mammals, 4% of land mammals on the planet are wild, right? 30% of land mammals on the planet are humans, right? And 66% of land mammals on the planet are domesticated animals, right? So
Okay.
cows, pigs, sheep, right? So we have utterly and like truly like eradicated wilderness on our planet in order to farm animals, right?
True.
You know,
Damn, there's only a small amount of wild animals left.
yeah,
Damn.
4% of all mammals, land mammals, are wild. It's and when we
And
look
it's
at the
gonna get
oceans,
even worse.
we've devastated the oceans, right? Like it's like 10% of the oceans now exist, right? Like we've killed like 90% of our oceans,
Yeah.
right? Because people really like eating fish, apparently. And it's not just fish we've killed. You know, we've killed sharks, we've killed whales, we've killed dolphins, we've killed seals, we've killed manta rays, we've killed turtles. All of them are bycatch, right? Because when we try and fish, we invariably kill the other animals, right? Like they get caught and die too.
Yeah, in the process.
Exactly. Yeah.
True.
And I think you know we've created this like systemic sort of like factory farming like system that just industrially abuses animals, right? Like I don't know if you know, but in order to create milk, a cow has to be pregnant, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
I didn't
like
know this.
you didn't know this. So in order to
No.
like in order to have dairy cows or dairy camels or dairy goats, whatever animal you're getting milk from, you have to repeatedly impregnate animals, right? And
Oh my
that creates
lord.
babies, right? And if the
Yeah.
babies are boys are never going to produce milk.
So
They're
they're
killed.
of no use.
They're no use. Exactly. They're killed, right? So, you know,
And then the process repeats.
and the process repeats. Yeah, if they're a female, if they're a female cow, they're taken from their mother. They're kept in confinement, so they don't drink the milk of their mother, because obviously the milk is the product. They're given some sort of formula to make them grow as quickly as possible, usually containing large amounts of growth hormone, because we want them to mature as quickly as possible. And then as soon as they're capable of being impregnated, they're impregnated, so they produce milk, right?
Yeah.
And all dairy is halal, right? But that doesn't account for the males that are killed. That doesn't account for the sexual violation of because we don't in most farms now, they don't actually use like sort of a stud bull, but actually they'll just artificially impregnate the animal, which involves a farmer sticking his arm inside the anus of a cow, and then
Okay.
a large metal spike is put through the anus into the uterus.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's pretty grim.
That must be painful, bro.
Yeah, right.
So it's like surrogation.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, like it's artificial insemination. Yeah, so yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Sheesh, bro.
And
This
that's
is
done
wrong, man.
That's done every 300 days. That's done every.
So how long is the process of the cow being pregnant? How long is that?
9 months. Almost the exact same as a human. Well, the exact same as a human. And then after the calf is taken, after she gives birth, she will have a few months where she still produces milk. But then they'll need to re-impregnate her in order to, get her to produce milk again. And what people don't realize, I think the saddest part of the dairy industry is basically what happens to these female cows is as you keep impregnating them, and as you keep forcing them to carry ridiculous amounts of milk, right? Their body sort of becomes degraded, right? Their body is under so much stress that they're heavily pregnant and they're carrying a ridiculous amount of milk that it sort of falls to pieces. And their back legs will usually start splaying open, so they shackle their ankles together so that they can't splay open, right? And they'll continue to do that until eventually she just cannot walk, and she just can't, right? Her body is too destroyed. And they will take her to slaughter her. And usually, let's say that you're a creature that is constantly being impregnated. When do you think your body might be under the most stress?
During the process.
Towards the end of pregnancy, right? When you're carrying your baby, right?
Yeah, when it's like complete.
Exactly, right? So often these cows are taken to slaughter in the very end of their pregnancy, and they're killed in the slaughterhouse, and then they cut open the cow and they kill the baby fetus, right?
What?
And sometimes they will cut open the cow and the baby will be alive and awake, right? Because they're so developed. Essentially, all they've done is given her a C-section, right? And the baby will be alive, and they will kill the baby because they're in a slaughterhouse. They can't send the baby back, right?
Yeah.
So the slaughterhouse is cutting open pregnant cows and killing
Why
calves.
do they kill them?
Because they're in the slaughterhouse, right? That's where they are, right? And often what is the saddest fact, the very saddest part of this, is the softest leather that you will ever buy is the skin of cow fetuses, right? So the very, very mature baby calves are literally turned into like leather bags and stuff, and like leather whatever, because they have right. It's abhorrent, right? These are babies. People are wearing the skin of babies that have been, they've literally been born and instantly slaughtered.
Bro, this is wrong. Look, like, so why do not the organizations, like United Nations, do something about it?
Because it's like 98% of the planet eat dairy, right?
Oh yeah, they cannot stop them.
Right, like it's our entire world thinks this is normal and does it, right?
But I'm sure if they hear about all the things that you've told me, they're gonna think about it,
No.
They're
So
gonna change their mind.
there's a documentary on YouTube called Dominion.
Okay.
I definitely recommend you watch it if you're interested.
Wait, let me search it up. Dominion.
It's free on YouTube. It's
Oh
very good.
yeah, there is.
So the people who made Dominion are a group of investigative journalists in Australia, and they are amazing. They constantly sort of put cameras in Australian slaughterhouses, and reveal like really awful footage to the world.
Right.
And people do this in every country, but Dominion is really famous, and it's Australia. And about 3 months ago, the people who filmed Dominion had a video of a man within an Australian piggery, a pig farm, having sex with a pig. Right, a pig who was confined in a farrowing cage, which is like a cage where she can't move and she gives birth to babies. Right, so a female pig will be put in a literal cage where she is unable to move in order to have her babies.
Yo, this is very confined. Damn.
Yeah. So there was a man having sex with a pig who literally couldn't move. She was like in a cage, with no space to move, and instead of being upset that like this was happening, the Australian authorities were upset that they'd filmed it, that they'd illegally filmed this happening, right? So they don't care about the animals; they care about illegally filming on people's property, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's so wrong.
Yeah. But like the problem is we see these animals as objects, right? We stopped giving them any consideration.
That's true. We don't consider the fact that they are, they have emotions and stuff.
Yeah, and that they feel pain, and that they
Yeah.
They're individuals, right? Like they're lesser individuals, certainly, right? They're not the equivalent of humans, but we wouldn't even
they're
consider
also
doing this to
creatures.
humans, right? If anyone even considered killing a human for meat, they would be put in a loony bin, right? They'd be put in prison, right?
Yeah.
But yet on a daily basis, like you get advertised that it's okay to eat meat, right? Like no one wants people to treat animals like humans, right? We just don't want people to treat animals like objects.
I've added it to my save to watch later.
Thank you. It's really hard. I like it's really hard. Like it's a really really hard watch. But it's really eye opening about.
Eye opening, yeah.
Yeah. It's actually narrated by Joaquin Phoenix, who's the guy who played the Joker.
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for talking to me. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. I've got to know new things from you and new point of views and stuff.
Yeah, I really hope that you like give it like the consideration it deserves.
I'll give it a thought, and I'll even discuss it with my fellows and stuff.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed.
I like how you have done all your research.
Thank you. I've been doing this a while. I think the thing is, if you're gonna speak to someone about like their sort of life choices, you have to like be aware as to why they make those life choices, right? You can't just like, I speak to a lot of Muslims, and people who I speak to who do the same will tell me that like they don't understand like Islam, and they don't want to speak about Islam. And I say like, well, if you're going to speak to someone who like Islam is like a large part of why they make the decisions they make, you can't just not learn about it, right? Like you have to at least like give the respect to learn about it, right? So I did. I went away and I learned, which I think is important. Sorry. I'm sleepy.
Oh man. Okay, bro. I think I gotta leave now.
Thank you for speaking to me. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah. Oh, what time is it for you?
20 to 1.
20 to 1. That's like what? 8?
No.
8 p.m.
No. 12:40.
12:40 a.m.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
what?
That's
It's
like
like
4.
it's almost 1 a.m.
Okay, it's like almost 5 a.m. for me.
You should go to bed.
I'm from Pakistan, by the way.
Oh, where I had a friend called Sharia, who was from northern Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to university with him a long time ago, very long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, thank you for
Alright, bro.
talking to me.
I'm gonna see you later.
Yeah, bye bye.
It was really nice meeting you.
You too.
Alright, have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's a lawmender. Driving in my car. Oh shit! I should have stopped the stream.
I'm not actually driving right now.
I am streaming.
Cool.
To 0